All right, welcome everybody. So we are getting started with Game 8, Civ4 AI Survivor Season 8. This is the last game of the opening round, so after this we'll be done. We are starting exactly at noon. Look at this, you've got the local time here, so right on time. Whether you're just getting here for the live stream or if you're watching on the YouTube recording afterwards, great to have you here. So as far as this game goes, in the picking contest, Julius Caesar is our favorite to win, although not a big favorite. He's been picked by about 1/3 of the picking contest entrants, and then about 1/4 have picked Cyrus or Louis to win. They're very close in the picking contest. So those are the three kind of semi-co-favorites, with Caesar being the top favorite to win. I have picked Cyrus. I explained before the recording started that I really like his starting position. I think there's a lot of potential here, and I think it synergizes reasonably well with the starting techs and his Civ traits. So I'm hoping he's just going to expand all over the map. And I have also stated that I do not think this is going to be a good map for Caesar, that I just don't think he's going to be that effective because his econ's going to be too bad. We will see if that's true. I am ready to eat crow if Julius Caesar runs all over the map. But yeah. So with that said, oh, and the other thing I'll mention is Lincoln is the overwhelming favorite for first to die. He was picked to be first to die by about two-thirds of the contest entrants. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started then. Still willing to let Persis disappoint me? Yeah, I picked Darius, right? I picked Darius a couple weeks ago, but I do think Cyrus is a better leader. All right, yeah, religion. So the religions are really interesting on this map because none of these leaders start with mysticism, not any of the 7 leaders. So it's very open to who can get the religions. Now, Augustus is apparently rolling the religion, so it looks like he's going to get one, because no one else is going for an early religion. But who get, yeah, he will found the first religion, but who gets the next religion after that is really interesting. Yeah, no one started with archery. Wow, that's pretty impressive too. Yeah, not one of these leaders started with archery. So let's see what they've got, what they're going for. Suleiman, hunting. Why does he want hunting? Wait, is Suleiman on an archery beeline? Maybe we spoke too soon. No, he is not beelining archery. Okay, I don't know why he picked hunting. That's a very odd tech for him to pick. Okay, Lincoln is on hunting, but that makes sense because he's got to start with the furs. De Gaulle, animal husbandry, good tech for him to pick. He's got double animal husbandry resources. That's a good choice. Cyrus also on animal husbandry. Again, note the effect of the double prerequisite bonuses because Persia starts with, I'll show this on the tech tree. Because Persia starts with agriculture and hunting, they have the double arrows, which means that animal husbandry you get 40% bonus research into animal husbandry instead of the normal 20%. So that's why Cyrus researches this faster. He'll also see horses when he's done. We saw Augustus was going religion. Louis also going hunting, which again makes perfect sense. He's got the ivory at his start. Julius Caesar going agriculture. So those of you who are on Team Caesar, this is a good tech for him to pick. He will be able to farm the floodplains. He will also be able to farm his double grain resources. And this is a wet wheat because it irrigates off the lake. All right, so that's the initial starting techs. Let's see where the settlers are going. Okay, Augustus is going east. I think a lot of people predicted this because it's very deserty to the west. Probably would be better if he went west because he's going to found a holy city, and it's kind of going to waste its culture over here because there's not much of interest over there. Louis is expected going up the river valley. That's probably the best place for him to go. Lincoln, as I predicted for you guys before the game, would go to this river valley. I mean, where else is he going to go? The land over here is really low quality. Caesar's going up the river. That is the correct way for him to go. Again, I expect he's going to ignore... This desert patch will probably take a little while to get settled. Cyrus going... okay, Cyrus, you're supposed to go... Cyrus, you were supposed to go settle, like, right here. Where are you going, Cyrus? You're supposed to go on the river, Cyrus. Oh, well. And then De Gaulle, okay, De Gaulle, you are supposed to go settle here. Apparently he's going north. Why is De Gaulle going that way? Well, that's good news for Cyrus. And Suleiman is actually going he's following the river valley that way. The curse of my picks. Okay, well, we have we have a couple of super early settles, turn 4. Suleiman here, this is not a good spot pre-ironworking. I mean, eventually when you get calendar and ironworking, it's a good spot because you chop this down, it becomes a... What is it, a 3-food tile? Or actually, I think it's a 4-food tile. And then you get this. So it's a really good spot long term, but it's pretty terrible short term. De Gaulle has settled on the copper. He has no food resources in play. Oh my God, look at this. 30-turn settler. Why is he not working this tile? So he picks up the extra hammer. That's pretty dumb. I don't like this spot from de Gaulle at all. Really not a good spot. Louis actually has picked a pretty good spot. He's going to have the deer and the wheat in range. Again, the benefit of being creative. This is a garbage city if he's not creative, but since he is creative, he can get away with this. All right, let's watch the other settlers and see where they're going. All right, you know, I don't like this spot, but it could be a lot worse. Flashbacks, do you remember, those of you who've been watching these games, do you remember when Darius, like, ran off into the tundra for his first city, but it did have double resources? And I was like, it's not that bad. It's kind of like that for Cyrus. At least he got the 2 resources in the first ring. He is not creative. This will be better. I mean, he can connect this. He can connect this. It's okay, but there were better spots to be had for sure. Like I said, at least he got his resources in the first ring. So the workers should finish that farm and then farm that. I mean, he'll get the settler out relatively fast once he farms this. Too bad he's not getting the imperialistic bonus. He should work this tile here. He'd get the imperialistic bonus on this tile. We'll see if the AI is smart enough to do that. Okay, the AI did swap over to this tile, so the settler's a little bit faster. Not all that time. Okay, the others are still waiting to settle. Okay, so Caesar is in the river valley, so he's got a lot of food. Not much production here. Once again, he'll need to pop borders to get copper, so we'll see if he ignores mysticism the way he often does. Augustus picked... it's okay. A decent spot. I mean, it's going to be a holy city, so it'll have the copper down the road. And he does get the Plains Hill plant, so that's helpful. That's why the settler is 15 turns, because he's got the Plains Hill. Excuse me, he's also imperialistic. When he improves the Plains Cow, this will be pretty good. He also has already... he's already finished the mine here. So that's nice. He will presumably start working that tile. So, I mean, he's got 2 very good tiles at the capital, but the start kind of stalls out after that. All right, Lincoln is settled here, so he's going to have a lot of border tension with Louis. I thought he might go further down the river valley, but I guess he wanted that wheat tile. America does start with agriculture, so he will be able to connect this right away. Now, it's going to be interesting to see who settles here, because like if Lincoln's next city goes here... Louis might end up being pretty crowded, so it's going to be very important who gets a spot down here. Louis is building a settler, and Lincoln is not. I think it's important for Louis to try to get over here. It's also important for Lincoln to try to get over here. But as I said, I think these 2 might end up in conflict. Lincoln needs more furs. I mean, I guess he could go settle the furs, too. He does have the world... he has a lockdown on the world supply of furs. Are there any other furs anywhere else on the map? No, he has every fur in the world. He has the world supply of furs. It's kind of funny because a decent amount of early American history was driven by the fur trade, although not as much as early Canadian history, for what that's worth. All right, so everybody's got their city down. I think everybody has their city down, so not as much to see, except what text people go. Oh, Louis also going. Oh, is Louis going to found the other religion? Yes, okay. So both of our early religions are going to be over here. Now that could be bad for Lincoln because this is probably going to be a holy city over here. And then that's going to pop out the culture to the 3rd ring very quickly. Fortunately, it will not hit this tile. Okay, so we really had it up for grabs as far as who was going to get the early religions. Interesting. It could be bad for Louis, though, because it could draw him into conflict with Augustus. I don't know. I mean, it'll depend on where the religions spread. Interesting. Okay. It does mean Louis will be more likely to go for culture. I mean, if Louis pops... if he pops a holy city, and if he then could somehow get control of Augustus's holy city, he'd already have 2, and that would certainly lead him down the culture path from there. Could be pretty bad for Lincoln, though. All right, so... yeah, Augustus is on polytheism. A lot of people on animal husbandry. Not too much else going on otherwise. We have a wheel from Julius. Oh, is Julius Caesar going to go wheel pottery? That would be pretty smart if he did. Well, at least he's going to go the wheel, so he'll be able to connect his that'll be big, at least to connect his cities. As I said, he can sometimes skip that for a very long time. Now, who's going to be the first, since we're kind of waiting here, who's going to be the first to get the next settler out? Probably one of the imperialistic leaders. There's a lot of imperialistic leaders in this game. A lot of people around 10 to 12 turns right now. I think it might actually be Cyrus because he's going to improve this corn. He's going to have this corn tile farmed, and then the time to finish will drop. Although I guess he doesn't get the imperialistic bonus. I don't know. All right. Yep. So we're just kind of chilling here for the time being. Just going to next turn a little bit. All right. All right. Cyrus, why? On the archery poison pill. Cyrus. Cyrus. New York is 3 tiles from a potential 1, 2. Well, New York is 4 tiles from a potential holy city, not 3, 4. Suleiman also. Okay, Suleiman also on religion. That's true. Pretty sure Louis can outrace him to religion, though, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, it does appear that he's also making a bid, but I'm pretty sure Louis wins that race. Because Louis got a... is ahead of him, and Louis also has a... he has this tile here. He's got the ivory, which gives him a little extra commerce here in the early game. All right, De Gaulle also going mysticism. Now, it's not necessarily bad for these to go mysticism, because then the cities will actually pop their borders, as opposed to, as we see, people like Julius Caesar, who's infamous for not popping borders for long stretches of time. Anyway. Well, Cyrus has at least connected some of these resources, so that's good. I really wish he wasn't going archery for his tech here. All right, anyway. What religion is Slim? I mean, they're both going for meditation because they know that the polytheism religion was taken. Anyway, so we're just mostly watching the tech choices right now while people finish researching stuff. Who's going to get the first settler out again? 4 turns. Wait, that's still 11 turns? What the heck? Why is he taking so long? I guess he didn't have a very good spot, and he's not imperialistic. All right, 6 turns. Getting very minor bonus for imperialistic trait there. All right, Caesar. Okay, Caesar's 3 turns, so I guess he's going to get the first settler out. Got a nice amount of food hammers here. I mean, there's no question Caesar's going to be able to settle the map quickly. So I guess Caesar's going to be the first one to get a settler out. And then there's a whole bunch of people about 5 or 6 turns away. All right, Caesar going early bronze working. He's not going pottery. He's not going mysticism. Okay, well, maybe he'll go mysticism once he sees that the copper's 1 tile out of range. Maybe. I guess we'll see. But Louis is definitely going to win the race to meditation. Lincoln also on mysticism. We'll see if he cancels this when meditation finishes. And Augustus went on to animal husbandry. Also, Julius Caesar's about to finish the first settler of the game. All right, Cyrus on mining. Again, he needs wheel pottery. So we've got Taoism as our religion from Louis. Normally, Louis would found Christianity, but it's already been taken by Augustus Caesar. The AI doesn't consider that. As he settles more cities, mysticism gets more attractive. Suleiman switched to archery. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he was going to have to swap off. Lincoln also swapped off. He went to the wheel. So once the religions fell, the AIs dropped off these. Okay, let's see where these settlers are going, though, right? Because we just had a couple settlers finish. Now a lot of people on mining tech. All right, so Julius Caesar... Oh, Caesar, what? What is this? He's apparently going to the coast? What? Why? Just why? I don't know. I guess... I don't know. I mean, I think if you were going to settle this spot with the fish, but no, he can't expand borders. I guess this isn't that bad if he settles here, because he does have fishing tech, but I feel like he could have picked maybe something a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like he maybe could have done better. All right, so we just had a settler finished for Augustus, and we just had one finished for Lincoln. We also had one finished for Cyrus, although I don't know where this one's going. He should probably go settle somewhere on the river. And Suleiman's about to finish, so let's see where Caesar plants first. Probably the most interesting. Louis also on archery. I mean, like, the AI does need to get archery eventually, but there's definitely better stuff. All right, so I guess that makes some sense going here. So Caesar is the first of 3 cities. He's going to have early bronze working. The problem is he settled with the copper out of range, although that might be good so he doesn't start plotting war too soon. We've seen that sometimes when the AI connects metals too soon, then they, oh boy, Cyrus does, okay, Cyrus did need mining tech, but he really needs wheel as well. And where is his settler? I guess he's going east. He could sure use some roads. All right, I guess he's going east with that. Nope, Cyrus going early bronze working too. Maybe he's going to settle if he settles the gold though, like if he settles right here, that's a really good spot. Cyrus, get wheel pottery. He'll get it sooner or later. Okay, other settlers. Trying to follow them. So, all right, it looks like Lincoln is going to secure this river valley here, which he's contesting with, and Louis going due south. So they're going to have an awful lot of border tension. Again, this city's going to pop its borders, so New York will be under some pressure. Lincoln would do well to get some culture at some point soon. And then, okay, Augustus is sending his settler north into the jungle right now. All right, so there's the third Lincoln city. I mean, it's a pretty good city, especially if he pop borders. Now, here's the problem. He's never going to control this tile because Lyon has holy city culture, so he'll never control this tile. Definitely not. So, but what he has done is look at how Louis has been, wow, Louis on the very early Stonehenge. Look at how Louis has been kind of pushed back here. This is one reason why I was a little concerned about picking Louis to win this game, is because he's kind of running out of room to expand because Augustus is about to grab a spot here in the jungle too. Oh, and Cyrus just planted his third. Oh, Cyrus, why? Cyrus! Cyrus! Why? I mean, is this a bad city? No, but it needs to pop its borders pretty badly. Really needs to pop the borders. Cyrus, why? Oh boy. Anyway, still a good spot, but he needs a border expansion. It's just such a better city if it's, I don't know, like one tile north or something. Anyway, but he actually does get the trade route connection, so that's good. Like, does Caesar get the Caesar gets the trade route connection too? Yeah, and I think Louis has roads. He starts with wheel, so having that trade route connection does help too. All right, over here, Suleiman. I did not check where he. Okay, his settler's going the opposite direction, into the jungle to the northwest, and Louis is probably going to plant his city any turn now too. Maybe he was spooked by barbs. Yeah, I mean, like, is this a bad spot? No, it has multiple. It's not bad at all. There's four floodplains here. Like, it's not a bad city. And when it pops borders, it's going to be downright amazing. Look at all the production here. He's got the grassland cow. He's got more than enough food to work the gold tile. He has all these hill tiles here. Like, it's a very good city. He just needs to, actually get stuff out there. At least he hasn't crashed his economy yet. All right, where's Louis going to put this city? Oh, boy. Lincoln, you might want to get some culture soonish. What's Lincoln's metal situation? Just out of curiosity. All right, he has iron in the third ring. Is there any copper nearby over here? So Louis has early copper. Lincoln does not. That could be a problem for Lincoln because he is not likely to research animal husband or ironworking anytime soon. He also really needs to get some culture in these cities. He is on pottery right now. Did America pick up mining tech yet? Because he could really use that. No, he does not have mining. Yeah, he really should have gone for mining soon. I mean, I like going for pottery, but he really should have gone for mining with a silver right there in his capital. Although I guess he can work the fur. I guess the furs are giving him a lot of commerce, so it's not that bad. All the American cities are flatland. Louis could absolutely run him over. It's true, but Louis also likes to build wonders. Wasn't he on Stonehenge a minute ago? Did he cancel that? I thought he had like a partially completed Stonehenge. All right, I also did not showcase Augustus's third city. So he's planted here, and he's building a monument. So Louis does have the potential to get crowded here. I am concerned Louis might get stuck on 4 or 5, five cities here. Of course, that might make him plot war for all we know. It is interesting how this part of the map, like the rivers have led Lincoln completely to the east, leaving just a massive area in the middle of the map. Now, I would expect barb cities to start popping up over there soon. Still, it is kind of wild. All right, this is a terrible Suleiman city. He has managed to miss every resource, and he will not be able to... he did manage to pick up mysticism because he was chasing that religion initially. So that actually helped him a lot. Now his cities can actually pop their borders. But I do think Suleiman's going to be a very slow starter in this game, just because of... His start is very jungle-y, if that's a word. And then De Gaulle should have a settler out too. Okay, De Gaulle is a settler heading south. De Gaulle is a little bit slow to get this out. A little bit slow. De Gaulle got... Oh, he already built Stonehenge? Oh, yeah, he did. You guys are right. Well, that was fast. Okay, a very good pickup for De Gaulle, because I don't think he has mysticism. No, he does have mysticism. Okay. Oh, duh. How could he build Stonehenge without mysticism? Of course. Of course he has mysticism. I missed him building that. Okay. At least he isn't building a 50-turn settler, indeed. So he's been a little slow to expand, but yeah. And I just suspect he's going to get drawn into conflict with Suleiman in this game. I could be wrong. Well, anyway. So Cyrus looks like he's going to be the first to get the third settler, or the next settler, unless Caesar already has the settler. Nope, Julius Caesar's one turn ahead. These imperialistic leaders are going to fill up the map pretty quickly. I will say that Cyrus's capital looks pretty good for turn 30. That's a lot of production. He can build settlers very quickly. That's why he really needs to get wheel pottery so he doesn't crash his economy, because he's going to be able to pump out the settlers very quickly. All right. Yeah, most of the capitals look pretty solid right now. Like Suleiman's pretty good there. I'm a little surprised that de Gaulle has not settled his gold resource yet. How about Augustus? Now, Augustus, he's got the 2 resources. He has 3 resources, but he doesn't really have anything else beyond that. He also needs to get wheel tech. He's actually last place in score despite having a holy city, which is wild. And then Louis' capital looks pretty good. He farmed the floodplains. He needs animal husbandry. Louis needs to get animal husbandry. Look at all these border. Oh my God, look at the border situation here. This is rough, buddy. Poor Lincoln. He doesn't control any of his own tiles. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, Lincoln, you're getting pressured pretty badly over there. Anyway, let's see where Caesar is sending his next settler, because he was the first one to get settler. All right, he's going. All right, he is continuing to not settle. Then he's going for the southern coast again. I guess he's going for the spot down here. Well, he will have iron, so that's something. He will have iron, and he's researching animal husbandry. But not exactly charging to settle the middle of the map, which is just wide open still. Okay. Those of you who picked Caesar, did you think he was going to send city number 3 and 4 down here? Louis just got animal husbandry mining. Looks like pretty good techs. He might be going bronze working now. Could be. And he is going bronze working. Okay. So yeah, Caesar, okay. Doing stuff. Cyrus looks like he's going to settle for his horses, which is not a bad call for him because he gets his unique unit. So I suspect he's going to settle right here. And that's not a bad spot. He is researching the wheel. Now, is he going for pottery after that? Because that's the tech he needs. Nope. Really needs to go for either pottery or mysticism next in terms of his tech choices. All right. Lincoln is on double settlers. Lincoln, I fear for your situation, though. This is not a great situation for you, Lincoln. Not a great situation. All right. Who else? Does anyone else have a settler out on the map right now? I think Louis just finished one. Did anyone else? Augustus is building one. We can watch the Louis settler if nothing else. There's our first Barb city popping up. It's on flat ground. Cyrus did settle where we expected. This city does have a trade route. The culture just barely connects. Just barely. And Suleiman also has a settler that's moving. And how about de Gaulle? De Gaulle almost has one done. He does not have one done at the moment. Let's see. So I guess this unit is probably going to settle for the clams, I would think. Nope. Okay. Shows what I see. No. I guess the AI just knows better than me. Why settle right here where you can have the clams in first string when you can settle 2 tiles away and then have to build a monument and then wait another 10 turns? Why connect the clams right away when you can connect them 20 turns later? You know, seems like a plan. Anyway. All right. So Louis had a settler out. We were going to see where this one goes. I'm actually curious where Louis is going to send this settler. Okay, he's sending it. It looks like he's going to try to send it down here, which is interesting. Yeah, he's going to try to like outflank Lincoln here. Lot of border tension over here, to say the least. By the way, de Gaulle just finished bronze working. Does he have copper? He does. He settled on copper. That's right. So he does have copper connected now. And Suleiman does have copper, but he has not gone bronze working yet. Okay. Meanwhile, over here, this city could actually get captured by the Barbs if Cyrus gets a bad dice roll here. Remember how that happened last week when we had the Suryavarman city getting captured? Let's just see. All right. Again, the odds to win were probably like 95% for Cyrus, but we have seen wacky dice rolls happen. We saw one happen last week. If I had to guess, I'd say that Louis is going to settle there or there on one of these 2 tiles because he wants to grab all these resources. Let's see. If he moved, okay, he probably wants this hill tile here. Nope. Oh, he's going even further. Okay. Wow, he's going even further away. Also, Cyrus just planted another city down here, which somehow manages to miss every river, but it does give him another horses. Oh, and he is on pottery. That is the tech he needs. He's not getting there fast, but he is researching pottery. So Cyrus will be able to recover his economy from being crashed sooner or later because he's going to have he's managed to miss every gold tile somehow, but with pottery he'll be able to, his economy will not crash. He'll be able to recover. So I think Cyrus is looking pretty good here. I think he's going to get, I think he could get to like 12 cities without anyone fighting him. I just think his position is very, very, very strong. Yeah, he managed to miss like every resource. This is just such a wild place to put your city. Like, it's not terrible, right? It's not that bad, but he also he needs to get mysticism pretty badly after pottery. But I think pottery was actually the higher priority. All right. So he is the first of 5. I'm still curious where Louis is going to put this city. All right, on that tile. Okay. Interesting. I mean, he will get this. It's going to be a little... So he did manage to kind of expand around... he kind of got past Lincoln over here. So he managed to avoid getting boxed in by Lincoln, so that's nice. And that city's on a hill, so it's pretty well defended. How many... resources does... All right, Louis just has the 1 ivory at the moment. So yeah, 5-turn border pop. We'll see where... I'm curious where Lincoln's going to send this settler now. Is he finally going to... Is he going to like try to also head down here? These gems are still hanging out here for someone to claim too. It's not really that close to anyone at the moment. All right, Augustus also finished a settler. And it is here under this tile. I guess he's going west with that. Caesar probably has another settler out because he's Caesar and he's imperialistic. And de Gaulle should have a settler out as well. Yep, de Gaulle does have a settler out. He's already connected copper. I suspect Caesar's going to settle right around here. There's another bronze working finish. So now Louis will be able to connect his... copper. Louis is looking pretty strong here. All right, Caesar's going ironworking. Lincoln's also going early ironworking. So Lincoln will he will have metals. He will not get caught with no metals because this will be in his borders in 6 more turns. The borders will pop. So Lincoln will have metals. That means he shouldn't die instantly if he gets attacked early. And Julius Caesar, he has iron. Oh man, he's managed to miss his iron. He needs to, again, he'll need mysticism to get iron in his borders. So that's a little annoying for him. He is still going further west with that unit there. And where's Louis' settler? I was really curious where Louis' settler is going. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Where is he going with this? Is he running into the northern tundra? What the heck is he doing? So de Gaulle is going to settle here. He managed to get the gold just from 3rd ring border expansion. But he can't work the gold, so he's kind of... I mean, he gets the happiness, but he's kind of wasting the benefits of this tile. Somewhat. All right. This one will be in his border. Oh, he can work the tile. That's right. Now it's in his borders here at Avignon. De Gaulle's econ. De Gaulle's econ should be pretty good. He's on pottery tech as well. And all right, Lincoln has double settlers in New York. What are they doing in there? What is he doing? A little confused. Lincoln apparently got pillaged by that barb archer. And Caesar settled over here. Okay. Well... I mean, it's not a bad city. It's just, it's a little awkward because it's kind of far away from the rest of his cities there. And does Cyrus have another settler out? He does. Yep, he's going south again, following the rivers. So if he grabs this, he'll have the gems once he finally chops down the jungle. So Cyrus now has pottery. Louis is about to have pottery. Suleiman is belatedly going for mining tech. Suleiman, unfortunately, you can see, definitely got squeezed on this map. Well, I guess he can keep expanding east, so he's not completely out of room to expand yet. Still, there's like this massive gulf of territory over here that's still available. And I think that Cyrus is the favorite to get a lot of this. I guess we'll see. He still has the northern coast, too. Now, there's a lot of space here still. I guess Julius Caesar's in prime position to claim some of this, too. All right, Louis. Now Louis had 2 settlers, or Lincoln had 2. Wait, Lincoln, where's your settlers, buddy? Oh no, did he have his settlers die to the barbarians? He had 2 settlers here. I don't see any settlers on domestic vision. Did Lincoln just lose 2 settlers to barbarians? I think he might have, because I don't see them. Are they behind? Oh, they could be under. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Oops, spotted it. Nope, nope. They didn't die. They were under the worker. Okay. Oops, spotted it. All right. So it's not GG. Hold on. Hold on. I misspoke. Oops, spotted it. Thanks for getting that. So they did not die. That said, I still don't know where these units are going. There's okay. I would not say it's been a great 50 turns for Lincoln. I'd say he's pretty clearly in the worst position. De Gaulle might be lower in score, but De Gaulle's overall position in the game is a lot better. All right, let's do our traditional zoom out and look at the map. We're curious here. Again, what continues to strike me is just that humongous region of open space in the middle of the map. I'm kind of shocked no barb cities have popped up here. This will be a nice prize for somebody. I will say that the civs like Persia, for Cyrus, Persia, Caesar with Praetorians, the fact that they have unique units that are really good at killing barb archers definitely favors them. Or Louis. Louis has the early axes, so he might be able to take this city too. Just because Louis is early metal connected, could be in good shape. All right, let's look at our graphs here. All right, so GMP, fairly close from everybody. I will note that Julius Caesar is last in GMP already. Production, Suleiman is last. It's not that much distinguishing them. Food's pretty close as well at this point in time. Power. So De Gaulle has the metals connected, so he's tops in power. Interesting that Cyrus is second there. Culture, the two holy cities, and then, or no, the holy cities and then Stonehenge are what's popping up here. As far as research rate, so Julius Caesar's at 11, Louis is at 9, Augustus is at 14. He's the highest. Cyrus is at 11. De Gaulle 10. Most of them are right around 10. Lincoln's the top researcher at 17. Suleiman 14. But that's actually not a good thing. It's because he only has 3 cities down. So it's like it's not actually a good thing. All right. Augustus is most advanced. Suleiman, Lincoln. Caesar is last, for what that's worth. And his Achilles heel is his teching. All right. Lincoln still has the settlers in here. He's really had a lot of problems with the barbs, which is wild considering that he doesn't really have that much barbarian exposure. All right, Augustus grabbed this spot here, so that is a little bit of an issue for a potential Louis. He is somewhat boxed in. I guess Louis can keep expanding to the west. It's a good thing that he got this city of Chartres down here, so he can keep expanding west. Lincoln did seem like he got pillaged a fair amount. I mean, he's just in a very weak position here. Anyway, down here, Cyrus is about to... Actually, Cyrus has 2 settlers here. I hope for his sake he's building some cottages. He is. He's building some. And he's also building some immortals. Again, Cyrus, don't research masonry. Research mysticism so you can pop your borders, buddy. You don't even have anything that benefits from masonry. All right. And then over here we have some people tangling with the barb archers. Caesar is still working on that ironworking. Does he have another settler out? Not that I see. Not that I see, unless there's one here. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Of course he has a settler out. Julius Caesar's really good at expanding. Anyway, Louis pretty clearly has the score lead right now, although I think a lot of that is he just has an insane amount of culture. But it's not just the culture. He legitimately seems to have a real score lead over the rest of the field right now. Louis just settled up here in the northeast. Yeah, so he's well positioned. I mean, if Louis runs over Lincoln quickly, which is absolutely a possibility because Lincoln is looking very weak, then Louis could be a real terror on this map. So that's probably his best avenue, would be just roll through very quickly. Is Cyrus going for monotheism? Good question. Well, he doesn't have mysticism, so no. No, he doesn't have mysticism. He really needs to roll one of these techs. So he just settled another city, or did he settle 2 more cities? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's at 6, not 7. I mean, again, another good city. If he has ironworking, he'd be able to work this tile. He just needs a little bit more happiness, because he has no happiness resources. But it's kind of wild that he has none, because he has the gold tiles literally right outside his borders. And with charismatic, if he researches one more, if he researches mysticism, he can build monuments, which then also give him happiness. So he really shouldn't be struggling with happiness. He somehow managed to miss this gold tile too, so he's hanging in there, I think. Somehow Suleiman is second in score. I don't really know how that happened. I guess because he researched mysticism early. Lincoln AI is broken. He has 2 settlers, but he won't build the archers to defend them. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He has multiple... Well, he's got a settler moving forward here. I wouldn't say he's broken. He's got a settler moving forward with 2 warriors for escort, so I don't think he's broken. I don't think he's in good shape, but you know, he's hanging in there. All right, Cyrus, why ironworking? Why? Oh boy, Cyrus, if he would just research mysticism. Anyway, he'll get there eventually, but you would think that a charismatic leader would want to go mysticism, but apparently not. How badly has he crashed his economy, just out of curiosity? It's not great, but he's still at 10 beakers per turn. And he can build cottages. He just needs to get his workers building cottages and connecting all his cities. He'll get there sooner or later. Anyway. That's true. He gets gems. That's true. He gets gems for that. So that is actually pretty valuable. That makes sense why he would head there. All right. Augustus is still on the 4 cities. He's about to finish the Great Wall. He probably has less barbarian trouble than anyone else in the game. And Julius Caesar will have iron for his ironworking because he grabbed this spot here, which he's about to finish. So he'll have metal, and then he can look to go potentially fling himself at somebody, which might very well be Augustus Caesar. Hard to say. Suleiman is still stuck on 4 cities. Suleiman, you need to get some more cities out, buddy. De Gaulle is on 5. We saw Cyrus was on 6. Cyrus has another settler out, though. So he has another settler here. We'll see if he actually goes and grabs a spot with this. He's certainly running around. Yeah, he is going to settle another one. Maybe he'll grab the gold resource. He could settle, like, right here. I don't know. Let's see where he goes. I think he might go there. All right, so Lincoln also double settled. He went here and here. Okay, so what did he claim with this? He claimed one of the gems, the only gem that doesn't require ironworking to get. This city is not well defended, though. It has 2 warriors for defense. I still feel like Lincoln might be a very juicy prize. Lincoln has also dropped to last place in score right now. Could be a very juicy prize for somebody. Oh, so Cyrus apparently continues to want to avoid every resource. Anyway, so Augustus gets the Great Wall. Augustus is just not expanded. All right, well, that's nice for de Gaulle. He picked up the Barb City down there. It does mean his borders are going to be very wacky, though. Like, getting a city here is a little weird. And another Barb City popped up over here. Although this one's size 1 and would be auto-raised. So de Gaulle and Suleiman are going to have a weird border shape between the 2 of them. Very weird. Okay, Cyrus also settled down here. What the? Okay, yeah, he is really pushing out the settlers right now. Like I said, he better build those cottages because his economy is not great. But he does have a lot of cities. Maybe he is going to settle for the gold? Or is he... I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Apparently he decided he couldn't afford another city and he's pulling the settler back. The AI will stop when they think that they can't settle anymore. But yeah, Cyrus has certainly claimed a lot of land. I do like his position long term. If he would just research mysticism, the fact that he hasn't popped borders, and the fact that he has avoided, you know, if he had just settled one of these gold tiles, his situation would be infinitely better. Because the only thing holding him back right now is lack of happiness and lack of commerce. And like that solves both of those problems. But as you said, he will have gems when he finishes ironworking. Augustus is apparently going to grab another religion here. He's going for the monotheism run. 3rd religion from Augustus. Yeah, really going for the religions in this game. He's only on 4 cities, though. I don't know what he's doing there. Louis also founded a city over here. I should have caught that. Just founded it. Or no, he founded it a couple turns ago because the borders have already popped. I will say that Louis looks like he might be out of room on 6 cities. I mean, he's building more settlers, so maybe he can squeeze some in the tundra. There's some cracks here, but it's going to be tricky for him to expand too much further from this spot. Let's just do a quick check and see if anyone's plotting war. So Louis is not. Augustus I would not expect to be. De Gaulle is not. Cyrus is apparently. Okay. Suleiman is not. And Caesar's actually last place in score. Who does Cyrus not particularly like, just out of curiosity? Well, he won't declare it pleased. People have said, right, Cyrus won't declare it pleased. So it would have to be either Augustus or Lincoln if he actually is plotting war. Now that said, I don't know that he would have that much success with... He has not connected metals. He just has immortals right now. And does he have iron? He doesn't have iron or copper. He just has immortals, so I don't know that he would succeed if he were to attack. He really probably should not be looking to attack someone. So that could be a blunder there. If he's gone into plotting mode with no metals, that would seem to be like a mistake. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, Philadelphia is not defended at all, but Lincoln just connected his metal, so he'll be able to build metal units. Now, will he build them is another question. Lincoln not very good at building units. Okay, so Caesar picked up Augustus's religion. Could be significant. Augustus is about to found the second religion. Somehow Lincoln is like climbed back into the middle of the scoreboard. De Gaulle planted another city over here on the western coast, and so he's up to 6, or I guess 7 with that one. Poor Suleiman is like out of room to expand. He does he have ironworking just out of curiosity? Oh, he does have ironworking. Or at least he has copper, so he can build metal units. Okay. He can build metal units. Roman Bash Brothers. Well, Rome's building Praetorians, so you can see he connected his metals. He's not plotting war yet. Not yet, at least. So, just hanging in there. Yeah, Cyrus has definitely cleared his territory of barbs. Poor Suleiman. He needs to chop down all these forest tiles. He can chop forest. He can't do jungle just yet. And De Gaulle is... I'm not very sure what De Gaulle's doing. I guess he is still just expanding here in the corner of the map. He needs to solve it. He's struggling with some unhappiness right now. All right, well, there's our third religion. So Augustus has multiple religions. Seems like Cyrus is building up some immortals over here. I do wish Cyrus would just keep settling the map as opposed to training immortals like nonstop. Anyway, and Louis got a city on the northern coast. The marble up here could be significant for him. I don't suppose he's plotting war. Okay, he is plotting war. Lincoln, I really hope you have units. I really hope you're considering building units, Lincoln, because you are not looking that hot at the moment. Because I strongly suspect multiple units are headed your way from some of these AIs. All right, Great Lighthouse is a nice pickup for Augustus, and Cyrus has picked up the minority religion of Augustus. That could be a problem if no one else swaps to that religion. Also, what the heck is this? De Gaulle put a city there? That's a random spot for a city. Well, the borders are getting pretty tangled over here. Unfortunately for Augustus, he got a barb city spawn over here. This barb city is on a hill, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for anyone to clear that. Cyrus has almost finished his very long ironworking run. But yeah, a couple people are plotting war. I think Lincoln is in a lot of trouble right now. There's still room for some very high-quality cities over here. This territory that's just not being settled at the moment. Oh, didn't see that coming. Okay. Declared on Julius Caesar. Well, okay, Cyrus, I think you might have just thrown the game right there. Why Caesar and not Lincoln? Lincoln is a sitting duck. Well, Cyrus, you do not have metals connected. Well, as I said, I think that this has pretty much thrown the game. If you have Louis or De Gaulle, I would say you are looking very good right now. Very, very, very bad decision by Cyrus, who has a dream starting position, but has decided to attack Julius Caesar for no reason. Yeah, I mean, he might get this city, but there's no way he can hold it long term. And this is probably just going to wreck both of their games, I have to say. Yep. Well, I will say Cyrus had everything going for him here in this start and just decided to do this. I still feel like if Cyrus had settled this city one tile further east, his position is like 10 times better, but oh well, we'll see. We'll see. This is a Stalin tier disaster. Agreed. It's just frustrating sometimes when we're like 40 minutes into a game and like the very first war declaration like pretty much sabotages picks that were looking really good up until that point. But we shall see. That, yeah, that, every single one of those immortals died and killed nothing. Good job. Good job, Cyrus. That was a great decision. Great decision. Go attack the person with strength 8 units when you have strength 4 units. Good decision there. That's definitely going to work out for you. Anyway. So, yeah. Well, looks like Louis just kicked off a war that appears to be much more, looks like it might be much more successful. Well, we'll see what happens. This could be a wild game. Imagine if Cyrus went after Lincoln right now. Like, how much better his position would be. Could be Caesar's moment. As we said, there's no medals on the part of Cyrus, so there's really not anything that can deal with the Praetorians. Maybe. Cyrus has a lot of cities, though. All right, so our other war is... Well, I don't know if this is going to... If Lincoln's going to be quite as much of a pushover as we thought. Because he has managed to get his iron connected. I don't think this city's going to fall. Not in the immediate future. Louis is probably going to have to get up to... he's probably going to have to get up to catapults. Catapults. I mean, like, this looks like a good stack, but, I mean, it's just... How does this ever kill Praetorians? It looks like a good stack. The AI probably thinks this is a good stack. But it's not. Maybe this wasn't the person to attack, Cyrus. Maybe that wasn't the one to attack. Yeah, that's his immortals dying there. Maybe not the right target to go after, buddy. Anyway. On the bright side, Cyrus is picking up mysticism. That's true. And he'll connect this. If Cyrus can somehow get out of this war, he might still be able to hang in there. But I will say I think de Gaulle is in looking a lot better now that he was able to get... I mean, somehow he got these two cities here. Amazingly. And that's going to help him out. Louis also attacked Boston, and it did not go well. Again, the most likely outcome of these very early wars is they usually just stalemate and nobody wins, is like the most common result. Let's see. Can one Praetorian kill all these immortals? Let's see. No, apparently not. Caesar has 3 axes in this city. I mean... If there's one unit that immortals do well against, it's axes and archers as well. But Caesar will just reinforce these. Caesar has all these units. They're just going to reinforce. There's no way Cyrus can capture one of these cities. Again, the best thing he can possibly do is just sign peace and go fight somebody else. At least for him, they do get defense. Yeah, Caesar's... Yeah. Like, how are you going to deal with those Praetorians, bud? It's just not going to happen. All right, so amongst our leaders who are not in wars... We do not have de Gaulle plotting war, which is probably smart. Augustus is not plotting war, and Suleiman is not plotting war. So we just have the 2 conflicts right now. One Praetorian killed 5 immortals. I can believe that that happened. I can believe that happened. Yeah, this is not likely to go well for the immortals. The Praetorians, their base strength is just so much higher. Louis getting the oracle is nice too. Let's see what tech he took. Monarchy. Okay, that's not bad, because the AI can always use more happiness. Oh, okay. Apparently, even though he was in the middle of a war, Cyrus did settle another city, and he picked the he settled on the copper because I guess he realized he needs metals. And he is going to have the gold in range. Okay, so at least he will be able to connect axes soon. That said, axes still don't do that well against Praetorians. They're just so freaking strong. Also, de Gaulle is still hanging in there. Now, this Barb city over here got auto-raised. And that actually allowed Suleiman to slip another city over here on the coast. Of course, Suleiman's mostly out of territory right now. Again, I expect Suleiman to fight with... de Gaulle, and that de Gaulle will win that conflict. I mean, for what it's worth, Caesar is still last in score. He just has these really, really powerful units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still on 7 cities, which is actually not that much at this stage of the game. And he still does not have mysticism tech either, right? Oh, wait, no, he does. Oh, no, never mind. This got religion from, this got border pop from religion. No, he still doesn't have mysticism tech. He still missed the gold, it's true. He's still missing the gold somehow. This city will grab the gold. Also, what is up with this? Why are all these floodplains unimproved? What are your workers doing, Cyrus? That seems sloppy. He is improving the gems for what that's worth. Meanwhile, Louis, I feel like we should pay a little more attention to Louis and what he's doing over here. Unfortunately for him, Lincoln was able to build, get to masonry and build walls. So it's going to be really hard for him to batter through walls. Lincoln also built the pyramids. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be tough to break through these walls here. And Lincoln's apparently going to found the 4th religion of the game. So that's a thing. As Augustus plants a city over here. So Augustus is out to 5. And Louis is mostly out of room on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. I don't know if he has room for more. So let's see if he... I don't think he's going to have much success up here. Yeah, he kind of had a stack wiped over there. And now the Praetorians are starting to march forward. Cyrus would... universal suffrage. Why? Why would you go universal suffrage on turn 84? There's just like nothing that can kill these Praetorians. So that's the real problem for Cyrus. He needs to build walls in this city. Like, it's not like archers do very well against Praetorians. So yeah, this stack is coming forward here. There's a lot of Praetorians here. Like, a lot. Again, Cyrus, if your best possible course of action is just to sign peace here. Look at this bar graph on the Praetorians. Not looking great. Not looking great. As I said, I don't really see anything that stops these Praetorians from just marching forward and capturing these cities of Cyrus's. We'll see. Maybe something happens, but... Alright, well, he killed all but one archer. Yeah, there's more Praetorians coming. Cyrus is going to have... he is going to have copper shortly, but I don't think it's enough to save this city. Alright, somehow this city is still alive. There's more units coming, but Caesar is... Alright, Cyrus going to Christianity is probably a good thing for him. That's a lot of Christianity there. Although Lincoln's probably going to convert to his religion. Oh, Lincoln signed... Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Lincoln dodges the bullet. So, yeah, I keep expecting this city to fall. But it's still hanging in there for now. Again, it really could use city walls more than anything else. I don't think that can hold out too much longer. There's a new religion there. So the Code of Laws religion founded by Lincoln. All right, Louis is researching mathematics. So is he might be going for construct. No, he's going calendar, not construction. AI often goes for that. All right. Let's see. There's only 2 Praetorians in this stack. I mean, they can only kill 1 unit per turn per Praetorian. So somehow this city is still alive for the time being. I mean, it's barely alive, but the Flood of Immortals is kind of holding for the time being. There's 1 Praetorian on 0.2 health. That unit should be able to promote, though, and attack again. I don't know why all the units are not just hanging out in the jungle. I really don't understand that. Still, Cyrus finally got his metals connected. Apparently, he's getting a fur trade from Lincoln. And he's got that. And he's going to have gold in his borders shortly. So he's starting to get some more happiness in here. He's also researching monarchy, which is a smart tech, because that'll give him even more happiness. If he could somehow get out of this war with Caesar, he'd actually be in pretty good shape. Because Caesar's economy is really bad, and he's going to get out-teched. It's basically just the Praetorians. I don't think that Caesar has much of a chance to win this game. Even if he is successful in this war, he's going to be so far behind. It's really hard for me to see him ever catching up with like a Louis or de Gaulle, who are looking very strong right now. All right, is this city finally going to fall? Somehow it's still holding. I don't know how. Cyrus going with the just continuously stuff units into the city strategy, apparently. And he does have copper in here. All right, so he's getting axes. I mean, axes are the units you want to counter this. There's a spear to counter the chariots. I thought for sure this city was dead. Apparently, it's just hanging in there somehow. Apparently, Bactria's holding somehow. I mean, there is another stack coming, so maybe this stack finally captures it. I don't know. Wait, I thought Louis was already in Christianity. All right, Suleiman declaring on de Gaulle is noteworthy. All right, apparently everyone's going Christian in this game. Everyone in the game is Christian except de Gaulle, who doesn't have religion yet, which is even worse for Lincoln because he's probably going to flip into that religion. Also, Louis, what is this? What is with these borders over here? Anyway, I got to get the war declaration counter. I know. I'm just wondering when and if this Caesar versus... all right, now I don't expect this stack is going to do anything. Who's stronger between the two of these? Looks like de Gaulle is stronger as expected. Caesar still is way ahead on the power bar graph as compared to Cyrus over here. Yeah, Louis swapped out of his own religion. That's so random. I can't believe he did that. Very interesting. All right, well, Louis is not in a war. I suppose he could be plotting. All right, he's plotting to go to war with somebody, and I guess it can't be Lincoln because I think he still has enforced peace with Lincoln. So who does he not? He doesn't like Augustus Caesar, so he's probably plotting with Augustus Caesar. But Augustus looks reasonably strong. Augustus has Praetorians right now, so I don't know. And then everybody else is in a war except Lincoln, who I would not expect to be plotting a war, and isn't. Okay. All right, well, this new stack is coming in. Can this latest stack of Praetorians do something? Will they be smart enough to stand on the jungle tile instead of the flatland tile where they can actually get attacked and don't get defensive bonuses? Okay. They were at least smart enough to do that. So there are 4 Praetorians in this stack and then a bunch of spears and chariots. I mean, that should be enough to take this city. The axes will do better, but like City Raider Praetorians still get really good odds against axes. It's better odds, but it's still not good odds. The city should build... If the city built walls, I think it could hold, but it keeps building other stuff other than walls. Anyway, so that gold tile is in range now of Cyrus, so he'll get that, and he'll have a little bit of extra happiness. Again, if he could get out of this war, he'd be in much better shape, but... Yeah, most of the units in there died. How many Praetorians are left? There are 3 Praetorians left. They're all very low on health. 2 of them can promote, though. That might be enough to kill this city. Maybe. Caesar's getting... He's been close a bunch of times. He's got another even bigger stack prepared back here. Needless to say, Suleiman's stack did not accomplish anything, as we expected it wouldn't. So I'm going to keep the focus over here still, because I think this is the most important fight right now. Oh, he did manage to take it. Okay. Finally broke through. And de Gaulle goes to Taoism. Interesting. All right. As I said, I don't feel like this war is really helping Caesar that much, but it's definitely hurting Cyrus, if that makes sense. Because Cyrus's position is actually really good, aside from the fact that he's in a war with Caesar. In every other way, he's in pretty good shape, but this war is really hurting. Yeah, costly win. Well, even so, I mean, Caesar's reinforcing with another big stack behind this. So, we all said it when it happened. We were like, this war declaration by Cyrus has basically thrown the game, because he had really good odds to win this game. I stand by that. He has really good odds to win the game. But I think that I think they're slipping away pretty clearly now, because he literally picked a fight with like the leader who is really strong militarily and then will fall off in the late game, but like pick the fight with him when he's at his absolute strongest. Anyway, so Augustus getting his shrine this early is pretty nice. Christianity certainly has spread a lot. Yeah, 17 cities already. That's very nice. But like here comes the more Praetorians. Like the way to deal with Julius Caesar is try to avoid fighting him early when he has the Praetorians. Fight him later on when he's weaker, because his tech is really bad. He still doesn't even have pottery tech, and we're about to hit turn 100. Like he's going to get outscaled, or out-teched. Outscaled is probably the wrong word. He's going to get out-teched in this game. You just don't want to fight him in the ancient age. But that's what Cyrus did. And now a lot of the territory on his border has been settled by various leaders. If he had attacked Lincoln, then he would have had the 2v1 with Louis, and Lincoln would have died, and they would have both been even bigger. But that did not happen, and now he's got more Caesar units coming up. At least for Cyrus's sake, this city has walls. That's a lot of units, though. I think the city holds because it has walls, but we'll see. We'll see. Over here, neither one of these sides has managed to put together a real stack. These two are just kind of wasting their time fighting. Neither one is achieving much right now. That said, Lincoln has somehow creeped up to third in score. I'm not exactly sure how. All right, that was not a good attack by Julius Caesar. Oh, did he pull back? Okay, he attacked with some units and pulled back with others. That was not a good attack, though. He was fighting into the city walls, and yeah, it was kind of ugly. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Okay, I didn't even realize Cyrus had a counterattack going on down here. Yeah, it's hard to break cities with walls, cities that have city walls. And like I said, it's just usually better for not to fight until catapults pop up on the scene. So both sides kind of threw away some units there. Again, the smart thing to do would have been to try to recapture this city. These two are just dragging each other down the scoreboard right now. It's very wasteful from both of them. But anyway, let's look at our graphs. So GMP, Lincoln, somewhat surprisingly, and Augustus are tops. This is why I didn't pick Julius Caesar in this game. Look at this econ. It's not very good. All right, everybody's pretty equal in production. Food. De Gaulle is tops. Caesar apparently did something with a lot of food. I don't know what's going on there. Power. Okay, Caesar took a pretty big crash on that one turn. He needs construction, which he is like a billion miles away from. De Gaulle might be on construction tech. Nope, just math. Just mathematics so far. I do wonder if these two will ever sign peace here. Cyrus could still settle the map. He's like, there's still plenty of room to settle the map. So Louis is actually top in power now, and we saw that he was plotting war. So we think he's plotting against Augustus. He has his stack right here, so it would be suggestive of going after Augustus. But again, you don't really want to fight Rome in the early game when they have Praetorians, but that's what he's doing. So Lincoln survives again for the time being. I would not say this is the smartest war from Louis. Lincoln definitely feels weaker, but we'll see. So let's tick that war counter up. You know who maybe is in the best shape right now is maybe de Gaulle, because Suleiman is not that strong. If he could take over Suleiman's territory, he would emerge as the clear favorite in this game. Anyway, what's going on over here? These guys are still clashing inconclusively. Let's see what this initial stack does from Louis. There is a decent-sized Augustus stack, but it kind of moved away. The city is on a hill and has walls, so it's not going to be... You would think that it would be easy to defend this because it's on a hill and has walls, but it looks like these two are probably going to trade their cities here. Because for whatever reason, Augustus did not bother putting units in here. Let's see. Yep, they both traded the cities. Okay, again, very destructive without achieving anything. Pretty silly. They each marched offensive stacks off in the opposite direction and captured cities. A little bit wild. All right, Rome's back again, but like, is he gonna have any more success? The city still has walls. Like, there's no way this is gonna work. Yeah, that didn't work. I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. It's like, that didn't work. Now Cyrus is on math. Is Cyrus going for construction? I'm not sure if he needs calendar or not. He is on construction. Okay. And he does he have ivory? No, he does not have ivory. So no war elephants, but he is on construction. And could this get turned around and Cyrus conquers Caesar? Is that possible? No more Dijon muster for for Louis. Anyway, yeah, so this war in the West is stalemated, which is kind of what I thought would happen. I thought these two would fight and it would stalemate, but eventually I think de Gaulle will research construction and then he might be able to make progress. So yeah, the latest Caesar attack. You know, I think that Bactria might get recaptured here if Cyrus actually goes for it. There's like nothing in this city. He's been sending his offensive stacks down here to Cumae, but I think he would do better just to retake Bactria here. By the way, Louis, who is, or not Louis, Lincoln, who's staying out of war, is now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities over here. So he's hanging in there. All right, what's going on with these stacks over here? Okay, so Luis, okay, apparently turned around and started moving his stack back home. So he is not defending this captured city that well. All right, never mind. Now he moved back into that city. And the borders will pop soon. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, this city Bactrum might get recaptured soon. It's not defended at all. But as I said, Cyrus apparently... Yeah, he has a stack here. He might recapture that. Let's see what's going on over here at Arretium and Dijon, though. Not quite sure. Anyway, a lot of people on construction. Cyrus on construction. Louis on construction. Augustus Caesar on construction. De Gaulle on calendar, as we saw before. So yeah, they're still skirmishing over here. Arretium has popped its borders. Dijon has not. And this stack does look like it's pushing after Bactrum now. So Bactrum might get recaptured here. It has no defense. Oh, wait, did they just sign peace? Because he got... This was right here, and then now it's not in there. So did they sign peace? Nope, I guess they decided not to go in this turn. This has provided an extra... Oh, and they did sign peace. Okay. So Caesar got one city, but Cyrus got out of a destructive war. So I think that that was still good for Cyrus to get out of that war that was killing him. So now he doesn't have to fight this stack here, which was coming for Gordium. And Cyrus's long-term situation is just a lot better than Caesar. Okay, so checking here. Cyrus will not plot it pleased. Oh, he's actually pleased with everyone in the game right now. He won't plot it pleased, so he actually can't get into a war right now. Interesting. Interesting. That frees up Caesar to go hit someone else, though. Yeah, Cyrus would benefit from just staying pleased for a little while at the moment. De Gaulle being in a religion that no one else shares is probably not good for him. All right, Julius Caesar, he can plot it pleased, but he doesn't like De Gaulle. Interesting. He doesn't like Cyrus, mostly because Cyrus attacked him, and he doesn't like Louis that much. Interesting. He loves Lincoln, apparently. Okay. A little surprised at that. I guess the shared faith bonus. But remember, he can plot it pleased, so... Get ready for that massive wildcard game. As I said, I said this before the... Oh, okay, so we have a... Oh, wow, Suleiman has a real stack here. Suleiman should be able to take this. Does De Gaulle have, like, a corresponding stack? He does. But Konya looks like it's at least a little better defended. I think this city's going to fall. Let's see. That's a pretty good city, too. That's like a core city. Yeah. So that got captured. This city, Konya, has not been attacked yet. All right, Louis builds the mausoleum. And then this city got captured. I mean, that's a blow to De Gaulle. It's one of his better cities. All right, what's going on in this nonsense fest over here? Louis is still trying to push forward. It always feels like it's a bad decision to fight Rome when they have Praetorians. Like the 8 strength in an era where most units have 4, 5, or 6 strength is just such a big advantage. That said, De Gaulle's Augustus is not exactly the best at fighting, but he is gonna. I mean, these are all gonna have construction. So, yeah. All right, let's watch this because I think this city Konya is probably gonna get captured. De Gaulle does move first before Suleiman. Oh, there's 1 unit left. That city is 100% dead. Especially because De Gaulle's got this stack moving up. So it's like the same thing we watched over here, a city trade. Both sides capturing a city. When that's happening, when both sides are just trading cities, the big advantage... Oh, wow, Lincoln built the Hanging Gardens too. Lincoln on the march. somehow still alive and in this game because all the warmongers are fighting other leaders. I mean, his borders are a crazy hodgepodge over here, but somehow he's still hanging in there. I wonder if we'll see Cyrus go... I was going to say, I wonder if we'll see Cyrus go take this Barb city now. There is a silver resource up here, and like that's not a bad city. There's room for another city up here, too. Alrighty, what's going on over here? I still don't really know who's winning or who's losing over here. Although, wait, we should watch this because Konya is going to get captured on this turn, barring something really weird happening. Nope, never mind. I guess they held off for another turn. All right. Okay, so what's happening is Louis is still pushing forward with this stack, which is like surrounded by Augustus units. And then this city is like, he forgot to defend this city. There's an archer and 2 chariots in here, so okay. The AI made the classic mistake of continuing to move the offensive stack forward and not protecting what was just captured. Anyway, yeah, Konya is very dead. What's going on over here? Okay, this stack is healing up, but Konya is going to get captured for sure. I said that last turn, though, so maybe... All right, as expected. De Gaulle has now unified his territory, his little colony over here. Also, apparently, Lincoln captured this city over here, this Barb city. Okay. Okay, Lincoln. Which is bad for Caesar, because he had a unit right there, but Lincoln snuck in and took it. By the way, is Caesar back to plotting war again? He is not. Cyrus, we already said, can't plot war, so... Until Cyrus has someone drop out a pleased, he can't declare war on them. He is in the process of killing this Barb city. Yeah, I think he's going to get this one. He has a sword that's healing up and an immortal that's at 10 XP. Yeah, he should probably get that spot. Anyway, so this stack is still moving forward from Louis. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do with this. Is Lincoln plotting war? I mean, I guess he could be. All right, Lincoln's plotting war. The great emancipator. He's probably plotting war against Louis because Louis attacked him earlier. I guess it could be Cyrus because he can plot it cautious. He can't plot it pleased. It's probably Louis. Oh, man, is Louis about to get 2v1 by Augustus and Lincoln? Did de Gaulle roll +2? I don't know. I don't know what de Gaulle rolled. I mean, that's always part of the randomness. Let's see what's going on here. This is an odd game. All right. Apparently, he's going for the Holy City. I mean, this is not well defended. Yeah, we thought that Cyrus would get that. That's not hugely significant, but it does benefit him. He's got room for another city or two in the Northern Arctic, too. The silver would definitely help. I mean, he's got a lot of happiness now. So this interval of peace is actually pretty good for Cyrus because he can grow all his cities up to like size 13 or 14. He just needs to get more of them. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the Barb City. He has room for a couple more. And he's building catapults too. Louis does not have catapults in his stack, but that's probably a good thing because he'll just attack. There's just not a lot in there. Well, I thought that might work, but apparently it didn't, or they signed peace, or his stack just got slaughtered. I guess it was Praetorians on a hill with 60% cultural defense. I guess the Praetorians just... 8 strength is a little hard to break through when they also get 60% plus another 25% for being on a hill. That was 60% on a hill plus... Yeah, 60% on a hill, 8 strength Praetorians, just not enough. That was a disaster for Louis, and I think he's going to lose this city now. Remember, he already lost Dijon over here, and now it looks like the one city he captured is just going to get taken back because there's like nothing in there. This war is not going well for Louis. Poor Louis. He looked like he was in such good shape, but now it's kind of gotten turned around pretty badly. If Lincoln comes in on the other side... We could have a Lincoln. Could we have Louis first to die in this game? That would be wild. All right. Well, let's see. Where is Lincoln? Is Lincoln building an army in any spot? Like, does he have them in a certain location? He has some units here, but I don't see a huge Lincoln stack anywhere. I don't see a giant stack anywhere. Meanwhile, over here, de Gaulle is starting to move forward. He still doesn't have construction tech yet, right? He has calendar, but I don't think he has construction. No, he does not have construction, so it's going to be a little tricky to crack Suleiman's cities. That said, this will probably get retaken. I mean, I think de Gaulle beats Suleiman eventually. It's just how long does that take? And then the other question is, Caesar's got to be plotting for... No, Caesar's not plotting war, apparently. I can't believe he's not plotting war. Cyrus also crammed the city into this little crack here. So Cyrus is definitely using this time to expand, which is a smart... I wonder when is Caesar going to expand and plant a city down here? He is researching construction, so he's got that. The problem for Caesar is look at what he's missing. He doesn't have he still does not have mysticism, you guys. He has writing, so he can expand borders with libraries, but he's just missing this entire part of the tech tree. And the only thing he has writing, math, construction. He's beeline that, but he's like a million miles away from the next tier of units. Like, look at Louis. He's a lot further along. How about de Gaulle? Like, they're much further along here. They're going to hit the next tier of units, and Caesar is going to be stuck with just Praetorians. Major happiness issues? Yes. Oops is correct. He's also really struggling. Like, look at, he has wines and nothing else. Compare that to Cyrus, who has all of these. Or Louis, I know, has a lot of happiness, too. Or, yeah, like Louis. Or even Lincoln. Lincoln's got a bunch of happiness resources, too. So, yeah. All right. So we got a couple wars that look a little bit stalemated right now. Augustus is fighting pretty evenly, and Augustus is about to have longbows. Fighting pretty evenly over there. I think the next... I think this is probably the most likely stack to capture something, this one here. Because Edern over here is not that well... Where is this stack going? Just slam into this city here. It's not well defended. Or maybe he's trying to take back Marseille over here. Suleiman does not have construction yet, right? Suleiman just doesn't have enough territory. No, he does not have construction either. I mean, Caesar is... Let's see, I was still trying to see if I could spot if Lincoln had a big stack building somewhere. Because we saw he was plotting war in theory anyway. I'm not sure. I can't see like a huge stack somewhere. I mean, he has like medium-sized stacks, but he doesn't have like the stack of doom that we're used to seeing. All right, these guys are still skirmishing over here. Can't believe that Louis is... Louis' attack backfired that badly. He just lost one of his core cities. Okay, so this city was retaken. So it does feel like de Gaulle has the upper hand right now. I wonder if de Gaulle will be the... It does feel like he's going to run over Suleiman in time. He just needs to get construction tech, I think, so he can break through the defenses. He'll get it sooner or later. As we said, he's on currency right now. I keep wondering if someone's going to settle up here. Or if Cyrus will drop out of pleased relations with somebody. But he just likes everybody right now. Still, I think the leaders that are not fighting are generally doing better than the ones that are fighting right now. The one exception being, I think that de Gaulle is making real progress. I think this war... Oh, Lincoln, there it is. Lincoln did start the war. All right, well, we got the 2v1 going here. Lincoln did start the war. Okay. War number 5. Lincoln is friendly with Augustus Caesar. Those two love each other. Over there. I mean, it's not much of a stack down here, but Louis really doesn't want to be 2v1'd. AI always struggles to 2v1. So this could be bad. I mean, we also know that Augustus does have construction tech, so he does have catapults. So that could be a problem here. And then the only ones who are not in a war are Julius Caesar, who is not plotting war, and Cyrus, who I think we said can't plot war because he doesn't plot it pleased. So he just says, we won't betray our close friends. So we'd need someone to drop to lower relations here. That said, Cyrus being at peace right now while other people fight is not the worst situation for him. Anyway, yeah, so Lincoln, does he have any stacks? This city here looks like it's very vulnerable, but I don't see any units ready to attack it. Poor Louis, he's in some trouble here. Yeah, he's got a decent-sized stack here. I don't see anyone having catapults, though. I mean, I guess de Gaulle, not de Gaulle, Augustus has them. Now de Gaulle's on construction. That's bad news for Suleiman, now that he's finally on construction tech. Latest attack over here in the west looks like it's going on here. I don't think this breaks through without something to drop the walls, though. Yeah, it's just too hard to punch through those city walls. So that's a stack wiped for no reason by Suleiman. Suleiman's putting up a good fight, but it's just he's so much smaller. His land was just not very high quality in this game. How come Lincoln is so liked? I don't know why Lincoln is so liked in this game. I mean, okay, so part of the reason is the biggest reason is they're all in a shared religion, right? Like if you look at the reasons why. So where's Lincoln on here? Here it is. Here's why people like him. Again, +4 for we care for brothers and sisters of the faith. This one is, again, +5, although they're both high peace weight. Again, +4. De Gaulle hates him because de Gaulle's a different religion. And then, again, it's +3, we care. It's mostly because everybody's in Christianity. That's the main reason why. Everybody's sharing the same religion. If people drop out of Christianity, then That'll change. All right, yeah, there's just like a smorgasbord of units all over the place here. But it looks like there might be a stack starting to assemble down here. There are some catapults in this stack, so maybe Chartres in trouble. We already mentioned Lincoln has 2 religions. He self-founded, what, Hinduism and also Buddhism now. So he probably, I would expect him to swap into one of those down the road because he has 2 self-founded religions, and that's probably bad news for him. It's actually kind of bad for him to found those religions. But I suspect the AI likes to swap to its own religion. Anyway, Lincoln has some units running around up here, but Louis is able to deal with them, I think. Louis just needs to get peace with one of these 2. I think he's fine in a 1v1, but what he can't do is a 2v1. He can't handle the 2. What the? Where's this barbed? Why is there a catapult next to a barbed spear? AI games, man. You see some interesting things. All right. So at the moment, I still don't see another big stack from de Gaulle, although I think that's coming. I think that's coming down the road. Anyway, so at the moment, the only siege that's going on is this one here at Chartres. It's going to start bombarding down the defenses. So first time we've seen someone actually knocking out defenses with catapults. Everybody's been a little slow to go towards them in this game. Augustus also on machinery, so he needs not that far away from maces. Now, there's less of a need for maces for a Rome player, but you know, they do clean up axes and spears better because they get the bonus against melee units. So Lincoln is just kind of like running a distraction up here. He's not really... Augustus finished the Colossus too. That's a nice wonder. He has Great Lighthouse and Colossus. Problem is he doesn't have a lot of coastal cities. He only has 3. Also, don't look now, but Paris is only a little bit north of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 cities for Louis at this point, and this city looks incredibly vulnerable. If Chartres is captured, then Toulouse is unholdable at that point. Suleiman's trying to build another stack. The only city he might be able to take is Konya, but he's just so far behind the 8 ball with regards to de Gaulle. It's hard to see that succeeding. So we'll keep watching this siege for the time being. I don't see anywhere else that got more interesting stuff going on. The only other thing is Julius Caesar. All right, we swore he was going to go back to plotting to war with somebody. All right, so he really doesn't like Cyrus. He also doesn't like de Gaulle. But he can plot it please, so he can attack the others as well. I wonder if he goes after Cyrus again, I don't know if it's going to go that well for him, honestly. Cyrus is about to get feudalism, and once longbows show up, Praetorians really don't do that great. What's the power situation? We haven't looked at the power graphs in a little bit. Cyrus is actually top power in this game. Does Caesar border de Gaulle? He does, although they don't have much. They have 1 tile of overlap. There's certainly a lot more overlap between these 2. And Caesar was able to found some additional cities. He got a couple down here in the southern tundra. So he did get a little bit more. But yeah, he's really struggling for happiness. That was a good spot by Oops. He finally got a gold resource. Now, does he have that in his territory? No, someone's trading him the gold, from what I can see. But yeah, I don't know. I would, if I had to guess, I'd say he probably comes back to Cyrus for another round. But I don't think Caesar does have catapults, right? Yeah, he does have construction. I will say that if Cyrus gets to maces, he's going to be in a lot of trouble if he comes back for another round, because the Praetorians are not going to do very well against them. Anyway, de Gaulle got a silver pop in the Barb City he sniped. He sure did. But Caesar could also go after de Gaulle. I mean, I don't think that's a great idea either, but it could happen. Anyway, let's continue with our siege over here. By the way, I do really like the Rome with the red borders. I just think that looks really nice, because the default borders, of course, are the purple, which also is fine, but the red borders are just look very nice. Very nice. So, will Chartres fall to this attack? Probably. It is on a hill, so that helps. But if the catapults do their collateral, have a chance. I mean, Augustus is attacking with Praetorians, and there's only 3 axes in here. Once the base strength of the axes gets knocked down by collateral, they will be easy pickings for Praetorians. Anyway, let's see. So the city didn't fall that turn, but Looks like it's about to fall. Yeah, there's like nothing left here. All right, and Caesar's back for round 2. This is the other reason why you don't want to start a war with Caesar in the ancient era, because he's going to come back for round 2 and round 3. But I think he's a lot better. I think Cyrus is in much better position to fight this war than before. Where is Caesar's stack, by the way? I assume that he would have moved a big stack into Cyrus's territory. Did he attack and it died? Because I'm seeing some injured Cyrus units. Did Caesar's stack get wiped on the first turn of the war? Well, we got to advance one more turn and then we'll see, because it doesn't show up until one turn afterwards. But Chartres looks like it's dead. Yeah, let's check this turn. All right, Louis not looking so hot here. Although he did just build a shrine for someone. Louis, okay, Louis also dropping out of his religion is not great. All right, let's look at the graphs. Oh, yeah, Caesar lost a lot of units on the first turn. He apparently lost a whole stack on the first turn of the war. We didn't even see his stack. Louis is now not looking so great. Lincoln, look at this. Lincoln and Augustus are up there at the top. Oh, he also lost Toulouse as well. I didn't even see that Lincoln had a stack there. Oh, boy, Louis looking not good here. He's down to just 5 cities. Oh, boy, that's... he's in some trouble here. Anyway. So yeah, there's now longbows on the part of Cyrus, and he has catapults, whereas Caesar just has catapults in ancient era and praetorians. I don't know. I think Caesar's in some trouble here. I think Caesar's in some trouble. Cyrus's cities are much bigger. Cyrus has more cities, and look at the size difference, like 16, 13, 12, 13, 15. Caesar's cities are 8, 7, 5, 5. I mean, the production difference is just enormous there. Anyway, meanwhile over here, did they get a peace treaty in that war over there while I wasn't watching, or are they still fighting? Nope, they're still fighting. I didn't see any stacks in anyone's territory, so... Yeah, Suleiman is still clinging to life right now. Good question. Who is Caesar getting gold from? Let's see. He's getting it from de Gaulle. So maybe that's why he didn't want to attack de Gaulle. All right. Yeah, Louis not looking so hot. Suleiman not looking so hot. Caesar not looking so hot either. Somehow this little city that was squeezed into the cracks is now size 8. With 29 happiness. No, that's hereditary rule in action. I mean, Caesar looks like his stacks kind of got wiped on the first couple turns of the war. Not looking great there. Anyway, I don't see another stack assembling over there. And I don't see a stack... Oh, here we go. De Gaulle is moving forward here. And yes, he does have catapults. Suleiman actually needs to attack out of the city and kill these units. He should have chopped the forests. If he lets the catapults bombard down to 0, then it's going to be much worse for him. But it looks like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's a rather large stack there. All right, meanwhile over here... Size 3, not size... Oh, size 3, duh. Size 3. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, Cyrus appears to be building up... Or he was building up a stack in here. Did he lose some of it? Doing something dumb? I don't know. He and Caesar are clashing on the border, and I think that Cyrus is getting the better of it so far, from what I'm seeing. But yeah, there's a siege going on here, and the fact that Suleiman's not fighting this stack means he's gonna turtle up until all his defenses are gone, and then de Gaulle will slam in there and capture that. All right. Meanwhile, over here we've got a bit of a stack forming. Not really a true stack of doom yet. Louis should be able to hold his territory for the moment. I'm most interested in what's going on over here at the moment, because Caesar seems to be still attacking. I mean, he's just not going to kill longbows with the units he has. I think that exchange went really badly for Caesar, because Cyrus will just heal this stack, and then he has catapults to knock down the walls here. Right? Am I crazy, or did Caesar lose these trades really badly? No, I'm not crazy. He did lose pretty clearly against Cyrus. And just long term in the war, I don't see how he can outproduce. Cyrus has so much more production than he has. Not, I wanted production. Yeah, Cyrus is here, Caesar's here. Like, the production differential is pretty big. Plus, Cyrus is about to have maces. He's not that far off. He's not there yet, but he's not that far off. Anyway, but over here, Augustus is... I think Augustus is the tech leader. Does de Gaulle have ivory? No, I was wondering if he was on horseback riding. I was wondering if he would have ivory. He should be attacking this city over here pretty soon, Samson. He's been knocking the borders down, and he'll definitely capture it once the borders are down. Yeah, especially with that coming in as well. So de Gaulle looks like he's going to overrun Suleiman. Certainly Suleiman looks like the favorite for first to die at this point. I don't think anyone else... I mean, I guess it could be Louis as well. Yeah, Cyrus is healing up this stack. Then he'll presumably have a go again. Also, this city, Bactra, is like undefendable. Or at least nothing's defending it right now. All right, here comes a real stack from Augustus. And here comes a real stack from Lincoln. So we've got a stack pushing on Tours over there. That city's going to be... Yeah, that city's about to fall too. Oh my goodness. Louis has elephants, but I mean, it's against that, it's not going to matter. It's the year of the high peace weight AIs, you guys. Game after game, the high peace weight AIs keep doing great. Yeah, Cyrus has a real edge there. But I think we want to watch this city because we don't know who's going to... Does Lincoln have enough to capture this? I think he does. You guys are saying Caesar's going to snipe? No, it's Lincoln. Lincoln again. Augustus, Caesar, and Lincoln. I'm still wondering how likely this is that Lincoln's doing this well. Is this really the most likely outcome from an alternate history's perspective? That everybody just let Lincoln, I don't know. Go Lincoln, apparently. Anyway, this city's going to fall as well. It looks like we're headed to an Augustus, Caesar, de Gaulle, Cyrus, Lincoln setup. Yeah, so that city didn't fall that turn, but it certainly got really close. Oh, and wait. A city got captured over here. All right, so Suleiman is doing his best to fight back. He lost a city, but he's recapturing this one over here. High peace weights are only doing well because the low peace weights keep fighting each other. Yeah, I mean, that's always the thing, right? Like, the high peace weights generally won't fight each other, but the low peace weights will. So even though there's more low peace weights, if they fight each other, it really opens up opportunities for the high peace weights to do their thing. Anyway, this city, Bactra, is definitely will fall in a few turns, but it's going to take a little bit. Meanwhile, over here, Samson gets captured. And Suleiman is hanging in there for now. He's actually fought a lot better than I thought he would. But it still does feel like a matter of time. Augustus is moving forward there. Bactra does not have much in it. And there's 3 catapults knocking down the walls. And then there's still some skirmishing over here. The problem is, even if Julius Caesar tries to attack this city, I mean, it's stuff full of... Look at this. There's double city garrison 3 longbows. Like, Praetorians, they don't really do that well against longbows. Like, maces don't do that well against longbows either. But, yeah, just like Caesar's still leaning on that 1 unit. And once Bactra falls, this stack will come down there and presumably go after Cumae. So I think Cyrus... Yeah, this city is 100% going to fall. Hey, Baba Yaga, thanks for subscribing. Samsung fell. How will I get my knockoff iPhones now? I think Samsung makes pretty good phones, honestly. But anyway. All right, so yeah, this city got captured. And it's going to take a couple turns for these AIs to put their stacks back together again. But we definitely want to track this. It looks like Augustus is going straight for Paris, which just has the mausoleum. Does not have a ton of wonders in it, but does have the mausoleum. There is another Caesar stack coming up, but if it walks into Bactra, it's just going to die to collateral damage in there. Yeah, all right, so that city's no defenses left. Yeah, Cyrus is 100% going to capture that. Now the question is, can this stack capture this? There's just so many longbows, and this city's about to have walls. Like, how are Praetorians going to take down city garrison 3 longbows in cities with walls? I don't see how that happens. All right, this stack has now made it up to Paris, but it's going to have to siege it down. And then over here, this is a Taoist holy city, which does have a shrine that Lincoln's working on. So we'll definitely keep an eye on those too. But this city, Bactra, should fall. All right. Here comes Caesar moving up. a stack that doesn't... I mean, there's only 2 Praetorians in the stack. How is that ever going to capture anything? Even though this city isn't... A lot of the defenders moved out of it, there's only 2 Praetorians in this stack. It's not going to capture anything. All right, back over here. So Paris is under siege. Lyon is under siege. Is Lincoln running away with teching yet? No, not really. Is Lincoln able to capture this? Yes, he is. Man, I think Louis is first to die. I am surprised. Let Lincoln and Augustus, the Lincoln-Augustus tag team. Man, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. If you want to check the power rating again. All right, so Augustus is now tops in power. Okay. Okay, Augustus. And then Caesar's dropping off. And then these other 3, Lincoln and de Gaulle and Cyrus are all bunched together. Cyrus on maces. I believe he still needs civil service, I think. Yeah, he still needs civil service. But he will have crossbows. But yeah, he's about to unlock maces, and at that point, I just think Caesar can't really fight him. He's also about to have pikes, too. Like, he's going to have maces, pikes, and he's not far away. He's only 1 tech away from guilds for knights as well. Like, Praetorians are just hitting the point where they can't compete with these units anymore. Anyway, so Paris is under siege, and should fall soon. I mean, Augustus is going to get that city. Lincoln is leading the game in score now. Okay. The unstoppable Lincoln, who everyone had as first to die in this game. Oh, boy. Well, Paris is down to like 1 unit left. Okay, it did hold a little longer than I thought. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so Suleiman is... Oh, what's this? Oh, wow, that city did get captured by... Okay, I'm surprised. I did not think that city would get captured through all those city raider units. I don't think it's going to hold for very long, but it did get captured. Over here, de Gaulle is still pushing forward. He has a lot of very highly promoted swords in that stack. And it looks like it got attacked by Suleiman, but didn't manage to wipe it out. I still want to keep the focus over here because this is an AI capital that might go down over here at Paris. Yeah, if Cyrus... All right, so there goes Paris. Yeah, if Cyrus had attacked Lincoln instead of Caesar, this game would have been a very different game. A very different game. Yeah, so Paris getting captured. This city looks like it is not long to be held by the Romans because it has 2 red line, a red line chariot and a red lined archer in there. And Cyrus has another stack down here that's already sieging the next city with its catapults. And then over here, I think this stack is healing, and then it's going to take down Ankara. So Suleiman, I guess it is a bit of a race for first to die, but Louis doesn't have much left at this point, so I think Louis is going to win that race. Kudos to you if you had Louis for first to die. He only has 3 cities left. And there is that city getting recaptured. And then Kumai is almost... I don't think that there's enough that can hold this city. So that city got retaken. And then Cyrus... I mean, if Cyrus takes over all of Caesar's territory, he's going to be really, really strong if that happens. Because Lincoln is... I was going to say Lincoln and Augustus are splitting the territory, but they're really not. Lincoln's getting almost everything over here. So far... I guess that's not true. Augustus got Chartres, Dijon, Paris. That's a decent haul. And so far, Lincoln has gotten Tours, Lyon, and Toulouse. Can we see where people are on tech? Okay, we're going to do a quick check. So Caesar has picked up calendar currency construction. He's researching feudalism. That'll help slow the bleeding if he at least has longbows. That'll help. Louis is basically equal with him in tech. That's a bad sign for Louis. Augustus is a little further ahead. He has civil service, feudalism, so he has maces now, and he also has engineering, so he has the pikes. Cyrus is a little bit behind. He picked up literature for some reason. I don't think anyone's built the Great Library yet, for what that's worth. He's now on engineering. No one's built Notre Dame yet, for what that's worth. De Gaulle, about the same. He's about to pick up machinery, then going to engineering. So no one's really running ahead too far. I guess Lincoln is technically the tech leader, but only by a very small amount. He's going to get the music grade artist. He already has civil service. He does not have machinery, though, so no maces for him. And Suleiman is definitely behind. He's like where Caesar and Louis are, because they're all kind of dying right now. Yeah, but it's pretty... It's definitely not a fast teching game. Let's put it that way. Definitely not a fast teching game. Now, I don't know if there's quite enough here for Cyrus to take this. I don't know if he has enough. He has a lot of injured units here. He might have to heal, but we'll see. If he bombards a turn and heals a turn, he's probably in better shape. All right, oh, this is a nice way to look at it. Augustus most advanced, Lincoln, Cyrus, de Gaulle. Caesar is in last place on tech. I mean, there's a decent number of units on both of these. Oh, wow, he's cranking out the golden age. Okay, well, there's the Great Library. I said nobody built it yet. He actually has a fair amount of war weariness over here. All right, meanwhile, as far as the ongoing death march, so Lincoln has gotten up to this city here, and somehow Ankara held, for now at least. I'm really surprised. Suleiman's defense has been amazing, given how weak he is relative to de Gaulle. Like, if de Gaulle had run over him quickly, de Gaulle would have taken a really leading spot in the game, but Suleiman has fought so tenaciously. Really impressive. All right, I want to see if this attack succeeds on Cumae. I will say if this attack succeeds, I think Julius Caesar is very, very dead. Maybe he can stall this out for a little while if this city holds. Maybe. It held for at least one turn. A lot of injured units on both sides that need healing. A lot of injured units on both sides. Anyway, in the meantime, we'll watch this, because it looks like the latest city is going down up here. Yeah, Lincoln continuing to get stronger and stronger here. All right, this city, a lot of injured units on both sides. This city looks like it's... I think the city's going to fall, though, because there's so few... I don't know. And then over here, somehow Ankara has held. I don't know how this city held. Is it on a hill? Okay, it's longbows. Okay, I got it. It's longbows on a hill. They're just hard to crack. Longbows on a hill are just hard to crack. All right, Cumae is just about... Yeah, there's only like 3 units left in this city. There's 3 very injured horse archers. Oh, and another city got captured too. I didn't even realize that Augustus had pushed that far forward. Okay, so then the race will be on. Yeah, I mean, Louis, and barring a miracle, Louis is first to die here. Close-up of the Roman horse archer. Interesting. So there you go. This is what they look like. If you want to see the much rarer ones with the red borders, because we typically... there you go. Yeah, the Roman units just look so cool with the red borders. I gotta flip Rome's color to red more often. They just look really, really cool. All right, Cumae, I do not think survives. There's a longbow that's gonna be in there. Look at some of the promotions. There's a sword. There's a sword in here with 15 experience. A lot of these units can promote. I don't think that this city can hold unless it gets a billion reinforcements. No, I didn't think so. As I said, I think that that's the beginning of the end for Julius Caesar. I don't think he can hold once the front door to his whole empire has been getting bashed down. Notre Dame. Who finished Judaism? That's the philosophy religion. Who ended up getting that, just out of curiosity? Judaism. Oh, okay. It's another Augustus religion. Gotcha. He does have a decent number of holy cities, but he seems unlikely to go culture. I mean, he might. But anyway, so now it's just who's going to get the last hit here. Who's going to get the last hit here on that spot? Yeah, de Gaulle has temporarily at least been pushed back. I wonder if Suleiman could get a peace treaty with him. Who's going to get the kill credit here on Louis? Because he's definitely going to be first to die between these two. So we'll keep an eye on this. Down here, if you're curious about the graphs in terms of power, yeah, Caesar is taking a beating. De Gaulle took a big beating too. I can't believe that Augustus and Lincoln are #1 and #2 in power. Augustus, Lincoln. Lincoln especially. He's such a pacifist. Wow. Did not expect the bar graphs to look like this, I'll tell you that. Anyway. Oh boy. Yeah, but I mean, we're a long way away from this, but if Cyrus is able to take over all of this territory, he's going to be absolutely enormous. Although he will have a lot of border tension with a lot of people. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Cyrus has a long way to go to do that. He could peace out very easily. We're going to watch to see who... at the moment, it looks like it's going to be Augustus Caesar. Although, never mind, Lincoln's coming in too with the stat. They're both coming in. For what it's worth, Augustus moves first, but that's not necessarily an advantage in one of these races. Sometimes it's better to be the second mover than the first. They both have a lot of elephants over here. So one of them's going to get this. Meanwhile, I see Persian units racing forward. It looks like Cyrus now has elephants too. I don't think there's much that Julius Caesar has. I guess Praetorians are okay against elephants. And de Gaulle seems to have stalled out in this war for the time being. Somewhat surprisingly, he cannot seem to crack this core. All right, anyway, who's going to get the last hit? Who's going to get the Goomba Stomp here and get the kill credit? It is Lincoln. Lincoln gets the kill. As I said, going first in turn order, not always an advantage. Sometimes it is, not always. In that case, Augustus took out the borders, then Lincoln went in and got the actual kill credit. Lincoln, GG, wow. I am surprised. I am surprised, I'll say that. All right, let's mark it down on the old spreadsheet. Louis first to die. The curse of the seated leaders continues this year. Still not sure this is the most likely outcome from this game, but he is the first one out. This is turn 159. Our defending champion does not do it again. Game 8, turn 159. Kill credit goes to Lincoln. All right, there we go. Kill credit for Lincoln. In our picking contest, first eliminated Louis. Not a popular choice for first eliminated. He was picked by 13 people out of 250, so not a popular pick. Ooh, excuse me. Well, excuse me. Sorry about that. Well, I'm sure that when Amicalola put the bid in on Louis, he was not hoping Louis would be first to die, but he does get 2 points for the first to die credit. And then Lincoln, who in the world has Lincoln on here? All right, Oops gets a point for that. All right, Oops. The Julius Caesar bid not looking so great, but the 13 gold on Lincoln looking amazing right now. Yeah, this game's funny sometimes right now. All right. So let's advance a turn, and then we'll try to do a little bit of an overview. Maybe we'll look at everybody's research rates. By the way, Augustus tossing another city down here just to take advantage of the opened up land. All right. Okay. So situation right now, Cyrus is still pushing forward. De Gaulle has been making progress, but seems to be struggling to finish off Suleiman, and then these two are out of the war. Diplomatic situation. So first off, Augustus, he likes Julius Caesar. He likes Cyrus. He won't fight them. He doesn't like de Gaulle. So de Gaulle's the only one he can declare war on. Lincoln, same thing. Okay. So Lincoln and Augustus will not intervene in the current war between Cyrus and Caesar because they are pleased with both of them. However, they would both fight de Gaulle potentially. De Gaulle, you know, him being in this religion that no one else is following is a real source of danger for him, because look at how people feel about him. Where's de Gaulle? Okay, you got cautious, annoyed. The only one who likes him is Cyrus, and that's mostly because of shared civics. So Cyrus is like the only one who likes him in this field. All right, in terms of research rate, so Julius Caesar's at 119 beakers, Augustus at 321. Well, that's pretty good. Cyrus is 217. That's not bad considering he's in the middle of a hot war. De Gaulle 178. So de Gaulle is researching slower than Cyrus, which is a little surprising. Lincoln's at, okay. Lincoln, we have to check back because he's upgrading units right now. And then Suleiman is kind of dying. Okay. So for the moment, we'll keep an eye on this. There's a siege ongoing on Satricum. This is a Roman city name. I don't see that often. We get a lot of Roman names and a lot of French names because we have double Rome and double France in this game. Yeah, Caesar seems to be collapsing pretty quickly right now. And Cyrus is about to have civil service. De Gaulle is about to unlock knights. Maybe that'll help. Okay, he's got a nice stack here. He should be able to capture this city. This city's been traded back and forth like 4 times in this game. It'll take a couple turns for the siege to play out, though. I think Cyrus even has a couple trebuchets in his stack now. Yeah, 2 trebuchets. Caesar is... Okay, Caesar is on civil service. Oh, Lincoln just went free religion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Danger time. Danger. Well, Augustus still loves him. Cyrus drops to cautious. Where is how people feel about Lincoln? So, cautious with that. Lincoln still likes everybody, except he doesn't like Julius Caesar. He could now declare on Julius Caesar. He still likes Cyrus, though. He could declare on De Gaulle. He could declare on Julius Caesar. More targets for Lincoln to conquer. Yeah, seriously. But he won't declare on Cyrus or Augustus, and those are his neighbors. So those are the ones he would most likely target. All right, yeah, this city is pretty doomed. All these units are going to die, and they're not going to even scratch Cyrus's army. How about over here? All right, Konya is also going to die. This is a much larger... And barring some miracle here, this city is not on a hill, and that makes a big difference. So these cities should probably both fall on this upcoming turn. Yeah, that fell, and... Okay, they both fell. So Suleiman is getting pushed back into a corner here. Apparently, this is going to try to retake another city over here. Although... So, again, really, really impressive fighting from Suleiman to keep this going for so long. You've been emancipated from life. How much territory does Julius Caesar have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still have 7 more cities. Cyrus... Okay, how many cities does Cyrus have right now? By the way, there's a Barb city up here. That'll get auto-raised if someone captures it, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11. He could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could get 7 more. That would put him at 18 cities. Jeez. Okay. I mean, he hasn't gotten them yet. Let's not count our chickens before they're hatched, but that's a lot of cities to have. It's a lot of cities. Okay. So meanwhile, we'll just keep an eye on these other conflicts here. We'll just check in on these guys occasionally. He's not plotting war. I'd be surprised if Lincoln is too, but you never know. He is not plotting war either. Also, Lincoln has a lot of cities too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. He has 16 already. Wow, Lincoln. Lincoln with 16 cities. Oh my God. It's a lot of cities. I'm talking about the cities that Cyrus could have. Lincoln already has that many cities. Jeez. Is this a knight or a horse? Oh, Cyrus has knights. I didn't even realize he picked up guilds. Okay. Well, that's... not good for Rome, because there's really nothing there that will counter a knight. That 10 strength is a big deal. All right, meanwhile over here, looks like De Gaulle is finally starting to push through Suleiman. It's just taking him such a long time. Suleiman's been done an outstanding job of fighting. Chartres, which city is that? Okay, so how many holy cities does Augustus control? I'm just curious here. All right, so... he does not have that one. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 holy cities. Is that right? So he doesn't have Taoism. And he doesn't have Buddhism. Okay, he has 4. You guys are right. He has 4. He has 4 holy cities. And Lincoln has 3. I don't know if that's enough to trigger him to go culture or not. I just don't know. All right, so the siege has begun on Arpinum here. Yeah, I think this is right. 3 for Lincoln, 4 for Augustus. I believe that's right. Now this stack has 1 catapult in it, so it needs to... not going to be that fast. Lincoln did build Sistine, though, so if he goes culture, that's a good wonder for that. Anyway, so over here, De Gaulle is battering on the doors of the next city. As I said, I think he's finally hit the point where... he's overwhelming Suleiman after a long, long, long war. I think that Suleiman just doesn't have enough left. And Cyrus is pushing forward too, but he needs more. He needs to push forward with more siege. There's a whole bunch of siege units that are just healing in Satricum. That's why. So he's going to get stalled here for a little while. Yeah, he still just has 1 catapult. He has 1 catapult. Anyway, Augustus is also building some key wonders, too. And this city is also under siege. How quickly are the defenses dropping at Adern? Faster than they are at Satricum, that's for sure. Although now there's some trebuchets moving up. Also, wait, what's this? Where's Lincoln going? Where is this Lincoln stay? Is he plotting war? I don't know. Where in the world is this Lincoln stack going? He's got this huge stack. What is... There's no Barb City down here. Oh, are they going to this? Maybe he's going over here. I don't see a Barb City down here, so I don't know what he's doing. It says he's not... I guess he's just going over to that city that's his. Because it says he's not plotting war. I don't know. It looks like this city's probably going to get attacked first. So Augustus is already on printing press. And he just built Sancor and Spiral Minaret. Okay. Oh, another one of these cities traded back. How many times has Samsun and Konya been traded back and forth? I think this is the last time that's going to happen. But still, this is just slowing down De Gaulle's war by a lot. Really slowing down that war. They're going to Hawaii. I like that. Going to Hawaii over there. Oh, well, that city's down to 2%. How about... And this city's completely gone. Okay, well, that didn't last very long. Although I think it's going to get recaptured back again over there. I expect this is going to get captured. And yeah, and that was also captured. So both cities falling. Again, these wars are kind of proceeding at roughly the same pace. And then De Gaulle is able to reinforce with another knight. So yeah, swords against knights, not a good matchup for the sword, to say the least. So southern Rome does look like it's dying pretty quickly now. Rome is still hanging in there, but the rest is not. Good news. The only good news for Caesars is metals are not going to get. He has metals like way down on his southern coast. This knight actually ran in and pillaged this iron, but fortunately for Julius Caesar, there's another iron down here. So we can keep building metals units, but yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking so good. Cyrus is still on the march. I'm just wondering if he'll be able to ever catch up to Augustus and Lincoln, who kind of finished their wars at a much earlier date. And ended up with about as much territory. Maybe a little bit less. Cyrus probably needs to get them to go fight De Gaulle, which would help him out. So we're just watching the ongoing wars right now. Right now, it looks like De Gaulle is still healing from his last fighting, whereas Cyrus is already moving forward. Got some large stacks running around right now. Cyrus's territory is a very weird shape. I have to say that. Very weird shape to his territory. But he definitely seems to be conquering Julius Caesar without too much trouble. Statue of Zeus is Lincoln. Yeah. There's 3 cats, 3 trebuchets in this stack. So that city should lose its defenses pretty fast. All right, Augustus built Taj. So that's nice. Definitely building the wonders. If he does decide to go culture, he's going to have a shot at it. His cities are already looking pretty solid there. I just don't know if he has enough holy cities to trigger the cultural chase or not. I just literally don't know. All right, well, Mediolanum, yeah, lost its defenses really fast. Cyrus is speeding up his conquest, and now here comes the Gaul stack too. I think that Suleiman will die first just because he has so many fewer cities, but Cyrus is moving this war along pretty quickly, all things considered. Because, like, this city's going to fall. And now he's cut his way through. Oh, wow, that iron resource, look at that. If he pillages this iron, well, Julius Caesar can't build metal units. Not that it matters a ton at this point. But if he cuts that off, he actually denies iron over there. All right. Meanwhile, now we have a siege going on the Ottoman capital. I'm going to try to speed this along a little bit because there's not much going on in these wars. It's just like sides are dying. We can see one side is dying on either side. The only thing to check out is if anyone's plotting war, but they don't. Neither of these leaders appear to be. We can't betray our close friends. Lincoln could plot against de Gaulle, but that's it. I guess I should check him with de Gaulle. We couldn't. Okay, wait. He can plot war at Cautious. Whatever. I guess he doesn't want to. Right. No, I understand. He can still use it, but I'm saying if this tile gets pillaged, then he could deny that. It's not pillaged right now, obviously. I said he could pillage it. A tile doesn't have to be worked by a city to get the resource in Civ4. You just have to have it improved and in your territory and roaded, so it has a trade connection. Wait, where was Velatrek? Oh, wow. I didn't even see that stack. Did he even have siege? No, he didn't even have siege in this stack. He just bulldozed his way through anyway, because the main stack is still healing there. Yeah, Cyrus is prosecuting this war pretty quickly. Anyway, it looks like Istanbul is going to fall this turn. Yeah, as you said, Suleiman did not have a very good start. Wait, de Gaulle still doesn't have civil service yet? He has knights, but he doesn't have civil service. All right, that Barb city got raised. We'll see if anyone sneaks a settler up there. Someone probably will. All right, so there are 2 Suleiman cities left, and there are 4 of Caesar's cities left. So we'll see when either of them start. The AI always takes a turn or two to heal their stacks afterwards, after the worrying is done. And then they'll start like moving out on the next target. I guess that's, yep, that stack's moving towards Rome. Looks like the next target. And then this big stack, there's one catapult in here, the one catapult of doom, right? It looks like Ankara is the next target over here. Hard to see. There's a lot of knights running around. With the France with the reversed colors looks a little like England. Looks like a bit like a St. George's cross. If you're zoomed out, it looks like a St. George's cross. But when you zoom in, it's actually a red fleur-de-lis on white, which is like, what? That feels wrong in all sorts of ways. Yeah, the one catapult of doom. We'll see if this city, if they stop to bombard. The good news for Cyrus is that Caesar did not manage. I was gonna say did not manage to get to engineering tech, but I guess he did. The city just doesn't have a castle in it. It doesn't even have walls in it. Okay. Because the castles slow things down enormously. This stack at least has 3 trebuchets to start hammering away at those defenses. Yeah, it looks like Ankara is the next target here. This stack here is not enough to take this. Not against longbows in a city on a hill. We'll see if they're stupid enough to attack there. Yeah, I guess this won't take too long because there's no walls or castles. Is de Gaulle dumb enough to try attacking this without waiting for siege? Because it's not going to go well if he doesn't wait for the siege. Was he dumb enough to try that? It looks like he sent some of them in. Honestly, this stack here... This stack does not appear to have any siege in it. I mean, I don't care if you have promoted knights. They're not killing longbows. They're not killing guerrilla longbows in a city on a hill with 60% defense. So Suleiman's still kind of... I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. All right, here comes more units. Let's see if he's dumb enough to keep attacking without bringing siege. Oh, no, never mind. He has a catapult somewhere. Okay. Oh, he has right here. Now, if Suleiman were smart, he would just attack out of the city, kill the siege. And Lincoln, by the way, get the first to discover liberalism. Okay. Claiming that prize. Kind of shooting ahead of the field a bit here. Although Cyrus and de Gaulle will both see their scores increase when their wars are over. Because then they'll get out of war mode and they'll be able to focus on expanding. Plus a whole bunch of the cities they captured will be able to grow once they're out of the war. Out of their respective wars, I should say. Yeah, Ankara is going down. Yes, what did Lincoln take? Good question. I would guess astronomy. He did take astronomy, as far as I can tell. He also already has economics. Not bad. Of course, Lincoln is another leader who might ignore rifling tech for a very long time, so he could be in some danger, but As long as he's well liked by the other leaders, he's relatively safe. Like, here's how people feel about Lincoln. So Cyrus is only cautious with him. Cyrus is only cautious with him. And de Gaulle hates him. So there is some potential here for him to be in danger. All right, Rome's at 30%. Ankara's at 25%. They're still going to... I mean, de Gaulle's still going to take some losses capturing this because it's still longbows in a city on a hill. But, I mean, he will get this city. He has enough units that he'll fight his way in. I thought for a little while he might try to attack without bothering to take down the defenses. But he was at least smart enough to do that. Rome almost has its defenses down. And over here... Okay, Ankara was captured. Yeah, definitely some knights died. A fair number of knights died in making that attack, but did get it done over there. And there's a lot of maces in here, but Cyrus has more units. Suleiman, okay, I was going to say converts to Confucianism, but that's the AI with one city converting to the religion in their one city. We've seen that happen a bunch of times. All right, yeah, most of the defenders in Rome died. Although I don't know if Cyrus has... Does he have enough here? I guess his maces can heal and promote. Doesn't have a lot of City Raider 3 units over there. Still, he doesn't have as many units attacking here as he did for some of the other cities. I mean, I guess he has large stack. I guess his main stack is still over here. Still have a couple more turns until Suleiman exits. Looks like he paused to heal this stack, which is probably the right decision. See a lot of very damaged units. Probably needs to bring the Doom stack over. That's just standing here. I guess it's healing or something. So Caesar's going to survive a little while longer. Cyrus is on chemistry. Interesting choice through the tree. Probably going for grenadiers as best I can tell. All right, here comes the remaining stack. Yeah, there's not much left over here either, but let's keep an eye on Suleiman, the Suleiman Death Watch over here. Why is de Gaulle on astronomy? Interesting tech choice. Yeah, there's not much left in Rome, but and de Gaulle or Cyrus still has some large stacks just kind of standing here for some reason. He needs to take the last couple cities. He wants his unique building. Thanks, you guys. That makes sense. Yeah, the AI does like to prioritize its unique building. That makes total sense. I guess that's also why Cyrus went for guilds early. He wanted his unique building, the apothecary. So Bursa's getting bombarded down. Rome is still holding for the time being. Still. Cyrus still has this stack just standing here. Like, he's got this Doom stack here, 50 units just standing in place. We've seen the AI do that a bunch of times too, just stand in place with a monster stack. There's another stack coming down from this direction, so sooner or later he'll take Rome. But obviously the longer it takes, the more time people like Lincoln and Caesar have to get ahead. In fact, Lincoln and Caesar have really pulled ahead in score at this point. I thought Cyrus would keep up in score with them, although part of it is probably because he has really bad war weariness from this long war. Yep, Cyrus is going for grenadiers, interestingly enough.
It is entirely seemly for a young
Congrats on bronze working. Is someone going to say it in chat?
in his death, all things appear fair.
Yeah, this initial attack on Rome is kind of stalled out. That said, Cyrus has cuirassiers running around now. So, and when he did finally start moving his Doom stack, so as soon as that gets up near to Rome, that's dead. But I think that Suleiman is going to exit here. I think it's going to exit here. Anyway, so we bid adieu to our second leader of the game, with Suleiman falling here. All right, Ottomans down. Let's go ahead and jot this down. All right, Suleiman really had not a very good starting position, so he's the next one out. Turn 203. Game 8, turn 203. I suspect he'll be first to die in some of the alternate histories, and de Gaulle gets the kill credit. So in our fantasy contest, Suleiman is out. Did not generate any points, although I think that was a good bid for 12 gold. And de Gaulle Scores a point for Amika. All right, boy, that fantasy contest is really close in score across the board. Like, this is a lot. This is much even than that, much more even than the one we did last year, when Amika kind of ran away with it. All right, so let's just watch the remainder of this war, see if Cyrus can polish this off in some kind of speedy time. He was going pretty quickly for a while, and then he slowed down for whatever reason. I think because he was upgrading units, as you guys said. So he's going to have cuirassiers and military and grenadiers. We're going to be like his military units, which will be strong until someone gets to rifling. Rome should fall very quickly here. Yeah, there. And then it's just a matter of getting the... I mean, Caesar's still fighting with Praetorians. Still fighting with Praetorians here. Augustus Caesar's already on communism. My goodness. But he is ignoring rifling tax, so there's a possibility there. We'll do like a big Diplo overview when the game is out of this war. Okay, there's no siege in this stack, so this stack probably just attacks Ravenna, I would think, and doesn't bother to stop to bombard. So Cyrus started this war very early on in the game. Yeah, he did not stop to bombard. His cuirassiers are also just attacking the city and killing things in there. Again, that's what happens when the strength disparity gets strong enough. Your unit, like your cavs, or in this case, cuirassiers, can just run up and start killing units in the city because the strength is so strong. Oh, yeah. All right. And there's no siege in this stack either, so that's good for Cyrus. That means he'll just walk up and kill it instead of stopping for 20 turns or whatever. Augustus is about to finish rifling, though, so any window to attack Augustus is pretty much done at this point. Not on the part of De Gaulle or Cyrus, anyway. So, yeah, this should just be another attack. And I mean, there's like nothing in this city. All right, Augustus also dropped... he also dropped Christianity for his religion. He went free religion. He may be going culture. I don't know. I mean, he's got a good setup for it if he goes culture. But as I said, all right, so shortly after Suleiman died, Julius Caesar's out as well. So all the favorites for this game are out except for Cyrus. The only one of the favorites I picked is at least still alive in this game, but I don't know if his odds are that great at this point. And he's flipping civics right now. All right, so this is turn 212. Let's go ahead and get that in our spreadsheet. So Julius Caesar is out on turn 212. Curse of the seated leaders continuing. Game 8, turn 212. So the only one of our pool 1 leaders that won, who is it? It was Mansa Musa and Justinian are the only ones who... No, that's not true. Pakal did pretty well too. But really, Justinian and Mansa Musa were the only pool 1 leaders to win their games this year. All right, kill credit goes to Cyrus. There we go. And then for fantasy, unfortunately, Oops's big bid on Julius Caesar did not pay off. And Cyrus claims a kill for Jamie. All right. All right, let's try to... We'll advance 1 turn and then try to take stock of the situation here. All right. So, graphs first. Well, these two are definitely ahead in score. GMP. Oh my god. What? What? What's going on? Are they that far ahead in GMP? I didn't think they were that far ahead. Production. Okay. Food. Lincoln is tops in food. Okay. Power. Cyrus is technically tops in power, but... And then culture. Lincoln's ahead in culture. Oh my god. What's the research rate? I didn't think they were that far ahead. 1100 for Augustus. 696 for Lincoln, although that's not... He's upgrading units. Okay, Cyrus is running 100% gold for some reason, and De Gaulle's on 320. Oh my god. Augustus is at 1100 beakers, and he's running... And he's making gold at 1100 beakers per turn. Holy cow, is this guy... He's running plus 188 gold per turn. Oh my god. I thought that Cyrus was like somewhat comparable with these guys. I'm not sure that he's even remotely comparable with these guys. In terms of relations, well, de Gaulle does not like either of these two. He's not wild about Cyrus either. Cyrus is cautious with both of them. He actually likes de Gaulle, even though de Gaulle doesn't really like him. And Augustus, yeah, okay. Well, there is still some room for conflict here, but I just wonder if... all right, well, he's... Apparently, Lincoln is plotting war against somebody. So the only choice would be de Gaulle. It's the only one he can fight. Which might not be the best decision on his part. Cyrus is, I would imagine, just finished a war. He's not Montezuma. He probably needs some time. All right, well, apparently... What is it? Apparently Lincoln is plotting, and the only one he can plot against is de Gaulle. So we'll see. Maybe this... I guess this city over here... I think Lincoln should probably stay out of a war. I think that war is like the one dangerous thing for him. Because he does not have more advantage. He's still running around with medieval units. Whereas like Augustus just got rifling tech. Augustus is actually in, I think, better shape than Lincoln here. Oh, look at that. Augustus drops down a city right here. Okay, buddy. I think Augustus is in the stronger position of the two. That is a real jerk thing to do, to drop down this city right here. But does it really matter? Augustus can kind of do what he wants. I mean, I guess his power is not that high. And it's called Caesar Augusta, yeah. And it's called Caesar Augusta too. All right. Yeah, so we're just kind of waiting for like the next war to take place, which it looks like it's going to be Lincoln plotting at the moment. Because Lincoln has ignored rifling tech. Augustus did not. I mean, yeah, if you're curious where they are in the tech trees, Augustus has the entire Renaissance era, and he's pushing into the industrial era. Lincoln is not that far ahead. He does have communism physics, but he's missing a good part of the portion of the Renaissance. Cyrus is a little behind Lincoln. He's also opted to head for democracy. And then de Gaulle is the furthest behind. He's picking up a belated liberalism. But like Cyrus has researched all the way to military science. So he's got the grenadiers and the cuirassiers. He needs to get to rifling if he wants to have cabs or rifles. Yeah, Augustus is looking like he's running away with the game at this point. Now I really wish I'd picked Augustus for second place, because I'd have a decent shot for Augustus first, Cyrus second, like the reverse picks. But instead I took Louis. I just thought that the diplomatic situation would be too rough for Augustus. But what really cinched it was Cyrus and Caesar spending the whole game fighting each other, because that just gave so much reprieve to Augustus and Lincoln. I mean, Augustus is on electricity tech right now. I'm not sure I see somebody stopping him at this point. He's just so far out in front in terms of tech right now. His economy has just been wildly good. Like he doesn't have a ton of territory, but it's like he has enough, it feels like. I mean, he's got cottages on like every tile too. Lincoln's going biology. Okay. He's going biology before rifling. Okay. We're just kind of waiting to see if someone's going to start something here. Lincoln just has to kill all French. Oh, looks like he did. Okay. Lincoln just got to kill all French. Looks like he did start. I mean, I would have said this was probably a mistake for Lincoln. I don't know quite why he's doing this, but apparently. All right, what war are we up to? We're up to... Oh, we're only on 7? I don't think we're getting to 12 war declarations. Maybe I set that too high. All right, well... I mean, Lincoln has a decent number of units. He has more power than de Gaulle does, but his units are... I mean, he doesn't... He just has a bunch of medieval stuff. Now, he has a lot of medieval stuff. So the question now is, would Cyrus want to join this war? Because I don't think he's beating Augustus one-on-one. He could get asked to join the war, though. I mean, he's apparently not plotting war right now. Well, for the moment, it's just Lincoln against de Gaulle. And Lincoln's definitely got the drop on him because he got the initial war declaration. I think it's funny that this one little barb city that Lincoln captured is probably the reason why this war got started, because they have border tension over here. Probably. You think Cyrus can't be bought in against Lincoln? Maybe he can't be bought in at cautious. Maybe. Anyway, this is still not good news for de Gaulle, to say the least. Well, we get the chance to watch this as Augusta. I mean, if Lincoln would just research rifling, he'd probably run over this guy without too much trouble, but he's not willing to research that. He's still got all these knights. He's got like 1 billion knights here. Any immediate changes in their power? So far, it looks like de Gaulle got the worst of the early trades, for what that's worth. I guess we should look if Augustus Caesar would join. I mean, Augustus really doesn't like Cyrus. Apparently some spying nonsense has been going on there. Interesting. Is Augustus plotting war? No, he's not. He really doesn't like Cyrus, though. Interesting. So far this war has been a big nothing burger thus far. Anyway, de Gaulle looks like he's going for rifling tech. Yeah, so de Gaulle will have rifles, ironically, before Lincoln, who's like 15 techs ahead. This stack of 56 units is still trying to take this. Now, this city is not on a hill, for what that's worth. So I think Lincoln will take this city when he actually attacks. I think. Unless de Gaulle gets to rifles first. Interesting that Lincoln and Augustus Caesar are really close in score, too. That rifling tech can't get here soon enough for de Gaulle. Any chance to see white musketeers? They don't really look that different. Just the flag is more great scientists. Like, they don't really look any different from the normal musketeers. Just that flag with the really utterly bizarre fleur-de-lis on it. Cyrus has cannons plus calves plus rifles now. Or Augustus Caesar has it. Okay. Well, golden age for Caesar. So far this war has been a big nothing burger. Like, no cities have changed hands. Nothing's been happening. I wonder if de Gaulle will be able to do better if he gets rifles. I think that the siege died, and that's why he can't break through, because I think the siege ended up dying over there. Anyway, Lincoln is now finally picking up rifling tech after ages ignoring it. So he'll have that next. Of course, de Gaulle is also going to have rifling tech, so Cyrus will be the only one who doesn't have it. I'm just surprised that Augustus Caesar's tech is this good, even though he doesn't have like a monster empire. Okay, well that stack didn't work. Okay, Lincoln's stack kind of got wiped there from what I can see. Yeah, that attack did not succeed on the part of Lincoln. So yeah, so far this war has been a big nothing. Yeah, that's not great there on the part of Lincoln. Also, Cyrus might have had an edge in military earlier, but he sure doesn't have one now. Doesn't look like he has much of an edge now. Of course, Cyrus has just been in peaceful mode. He's actually building research in some of his cities. Augustus is still going the... He's just pushing... Okay, he's just building research in all his cities. Quick research comparison. He's at 2,000 beakers per turn with plus 300 gold. Oh my god. I just don't understand why his economy's that good. Cyrus is at 550. Call it 329. Lincoln at 516. I just don't understand how his economy's this good to be at 2,000 beakers. Oh, he's in a golden age? Okay. Still, I mean, his empire's not that big. He doesn't have financial trait, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has 13 cities. I mean... It's good, but it's not like an insane amount. I don't understand how he's quite this good in here. He has Great Lighthouse should have expired by now. Great Lighthouse expired a while ago. I guess he still has... No, he should have... Colossus should have expired too. Cities are really big. I guess that's true. But like Cyrus's cities are really big too. I don't know. I guess he just has all the I guess he just has like every multiplier building. His shrine, he does have a tremendous amount of shrine income, I guess. Well, this city might be in some trouble for Lincoln. He does have a lot of shrine income, that's true. I mean, the Christian shrine is... Okay, the Christian shrine is 52 gold per... Does every city in the world have Christianity in it? Pretty much. I think there's 3 cities he's missing. Every other city in the world has Christianity. You get big bonuses on trade routes at size 16 through 18. Is that true? His trade routes don't seem to be that big. Yeah, I think he's not getting big trade route income. No, that's not it. I don't get it. 52 is absolutely nuts for a shrine. I agree. He put Wall Street in the correct city. Okay, well, Lincoln just lost that city. So far, I would not say the war is going great for Lincoln. Now we'll see if de Gaulle is able to push any further forward than that. Cyrus did a big civic swap. But it does feel a little bit like this is kind of a sideshow, that because Augustus Caesar is just in such great shape here. We'll have to see if there's any more fighting between these guys. Oh, Cyrus didn't even have education. Okay, that would make a difference if Augustus Caesar has observatories and universities, and Cyrus does not have either. So Lincoln also going through the big civic swap this turn. Again, the big thing is just check these other leaders to see if they're ever plotting war. All right, so Augustus is apparently plotting war. It looks like his target is Cyrus, I would think. I would think so. And Cyrus is not plotting war. So this is... their tech level's pretty comparable. Well, military tech, excuse me. Although Cyrus does not have rifles. Of course, Augustus Caesar is really close to having factories and tanks, so... it's probably not going to go great if it comes to for Cyrus, if it comes to a war between them. But he's probably not too far away from... I would think he's probably not too far away from rifles. Yeah, Cyrus has most of the other techs in the Renaissance. He should probably head there soonish, but you never know. Maybe he'll go down the physics line or something. Hard to predict. Anyway, so de Gaulle ended up picking up a city over there. Augustus Caesar's on assembly line. He does not... he does have rifling. Never mind. I mean, Augustus, his teching has gotten so out of control in this game. It's just wild to me that his teching has been this good in the game. So he's about to have infantry before Cyrus gets rifles. So that's pretty much game over. I don't see how anyone stops Augustus Caesar. I'm really surprised at how strong his research has been in this game. With he does not really have econ techs at all. Industrious Imperialistic does not really do that much for you. Well, he's also apparently going to build the UN, but I don't think anyone likes him enough for him to win a Diplo victory. Like, Lincoln is not going to vote for him, and the two of them voting together is not going to be enough to win either. So I think this is just going to keep going until Augustus wins by whatever victory condition he chooses. Yeah, I don't think anyone can catch him. He's just look at that tech number, right? He's so far ahead of everyone in research. Like, Cyrus has a ton of territory, but he's he's upgrading units right now, so that's not fair. And the same for de Gaulle. But Lincoln is... Okay, Lincoln's also upgrading units. I don't know. His research has just been so out of control. He's more than a full era ahead now, and now he's going to have factories everywhere. Plus infantry. So what are grenadiers going to do? Grenadiers are good against rifles, but they're garbage against infantry. That's a terrible unit. Oh, here comes de Gaulle with a little stack. Not sure that that's going to do much of anything. I mean, he can try. It's just hard to see either de Gaulle or Lincoln capturing any cities from one another. Still not sure that this is the... I'm just going to keep repeating this. I still feel like this is maybe not the most likely outcome from this game. Augustus Caesar being unstoppably strong and Lincoln being a powerhouse. It feels like this is a weird game. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like this is a really weird game. Okay, no, so this is just flat out wrong. Industrious is not one of the best traits for the AI. Yeah, it's actually one of the lowest scoring traits. It's been one of the lowest scoring traits we've had. That's just not true. Again, Link Mario Samus, you overread the results from one game and not look at the total numbers. You do this all the time. I'm telling you, Industrious is not a great trait for the AI. Nowhere near as good as some of the other traits. I mean, is it bad? It's not awful, but there's other traits that are way better. Emergency alternate histories on this if you want. Maybe we'll see. I don't know if it's an emergency. Yeah, I wouldn't. I think Industrious is not one of the better traits for AI Survivor. All right, so yeah, we're just kind of like next turning here because there's not. We have one active war, but there's not a lot going on. I guess I should have realized that we could get in a situation where everybody's pleased with one another, and there's not a lot of action. I mean, Cyrus looks like he's picking up rifling now, but like, what would he ever do against Augustus? I don't see how anyone can stop Augustus. I'm just not sure if he's going to want to go space or culture. I'm hoping he wants to go space because I picked that, but I would totally believe him if he wanted to go culture. I mean, like, this war's going on, but like Lincoln and de Gaulle can't really reach each other, so it's kind of like a wasted war as people flop civics. Now that Augustus says Christo Redentor, he doesn't even have to waste anarchy turns to change civics. Cyrus, you can see Cyrus is the biggest civ in the world, but you know, he's just so far behind tech-wise, like way further behind than I expected. I mean, nobody likes Augustus. Oh, that's not true. Lincoln likes Augustus. Actually, now if they held a UN vote, Lincoln would vote for him. So maybe we actually have a Diplo. Is it possible we have a Diplo victory ending here? I guess we'll see if the UN, when the UN actually votes. We could actually have a Diplo victory here. Yeah, okay, it's Augustus against Cyrus. Does Augustus plus Lincoln have enough pop to win? Are we gonna have like a turn 260 Diplo victory, Augustus first, Lincoln second? Would be a very low scoring game for the community if that happens. Nobody has Diplo victory. All right. So how many votes together do they have? That's the question. All right. So Cyrus has the most pop. And then Lincoln. Oh, this is really interesting. So the way that the UN vote plays out is the person who builds the UN is always a candidate, and then the person who has the most population is the other candidate. Normally it's the top two in pop, but because Augustus is actually not one of the top two in pop, it's him against Cyrus, and then he pulls Lincoln's votes. He's actually third in pop behind Lincoln and Cyrus here. So let's see. Together they have 451. I don't think that's enough to win by Diplo. Hold on. 451 out of 889. No, that's only like 50%. That's nowhere near enough. So no, that's definitely not enough. Even if they hold the victory vote, that's definitely not. Oh, Cyrus won the vote? Is that right? Okay, and de Gaulle and Lincoln sign a peace treaty. Okay. So that war from Lincoln did nothing except transfer this city over to de Gaulle. That was a big lot of nothing. Yeah, they definitely don't have enough to win by Diplo. So that was a whole lot of nothing. Are you still plotting war? Yep, you are. At least Cyrus will have rifling by the time he gets there. But I still fear for you, Cyrus. Cyrus would need at least one ally if he were to do this. And I don't think de Gaulle is enough of an ally. That's assuming that Augustus is attacking him. I think he is. I guess it's possible he could be fighting de Gaulle. Feels less likely, though, because they don't have any border tension, and he has a higher... he's annoyed with Cyrus. All right, did he just start the war there? I think he did. Unfortunately for Cyrus, industrialism's about to finish, so... yeah, not... Oh, wait, Cyrus started the war. He wasn't even plotting. Cyrus wasn't even plotting war. We just checked. Cyrus, you have made some bad decisions in this game. What is it about Persia and making bad decisions? I don't think you'll want this, buddy. He's about to discover tanks. It's not a good decision. It's not what you want. Yeah, this is the wrong target yet again. Cyrus addicted to declaring war on Rome. Yeah. Well, My hopes of Cyrus winning basically disappeared the minute he attacked Julius Caesar. He needed to attack one of the low piece weights, or one of the high piece weights, not one of the low piece weights. This is going to get ugly very fast, and not for Cyrus, or not, and not for Augustus Caesar. So yeah, I expect Augustus is going to roll through him pretty fast. So it looks like it's going to be Augustus and Lincoln as the top two in this game. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, the Augustus-Lincoln outcome. That's true, he could peace out with the UN. That is a possibility. Sometimes the low piece weights just make really bad decisions. I mean, I guess one of the things we've consistently seen throughout the season is low piece weight leaders fighting other low piece weight leaders. That's always a possibility. They tend to fight the high piece weight leaders, but it's not guaranteed. And we've just been seeing that consistently again and again and again this season. Low piece weight fights low piece weight, and then high piece weights get to skate by. It's not something that typically happens. Obviously, it can happen, but it does feel like we've been seeing that a lot more often than the numbers would suggest in this season. Did the word declaration drop Lincoln to cautious with Cyrus? Okay, so universal suffrage goes through. Yeah, it did actually. Lincoln is now cautious with Cyrus. Is down to cautious with him. But yeah, Augustus is, he just got incredibly far ahead in tech in this game. And I guess it was the Great Lighthouse plus Colossus economy plus the shrine. I guess that was it. It was Great Lighthouse, Colossus, shrine that every city in the world followed. And that just allowed him to get way out in front in tech. Yeah, he still has that shrine with 52 cities in it. Plus he was building all the wonders as well. And a lot of the wonders definitely helps the AI too. It was a Mansa Musa-esque game. It's just kind of wild because he didn't really have that many cities. He never really got above a dozen cities, but just like that combination of the seafood economy plus all the shrines with like insane following really snowballed this game. I don't know. It does feel a little unlikely, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's actually really strong. I could be wrong. As we said, he did have a really good capital. And now the tanks are popping up on the scene. So yeah, it's just how quickly does he want to push through? So this is noteworthy. He's researching plastics. He did not turn off tech to start running the slider. So this suggests that he's still going for space and not for culture here, is my read. By the way, does de Gaulle or Lincoln plotting war? Just out of curiosity? No, they're both not in war-making mode. Okay, so far Cyrus is still hanging in there, but now that the tanks are on the scene, I don't think it's going to go very well. Tanks against rifles is an absolute slaughter. Yeah, the gold plus clams definitely start. I said I thought his capital was strong. I just wasn't sure that he would be that strong after that because he kind of had all like all jungle after that, but he made it work definitely in this game. The 2v1 against Louis was just perfect. I think the thing that threw the game off kilter really was Cyrus attacking Caesar so early, because I really thought that we'd see Lincoln get dogpiled in this game, and that just didn't happen. And then that just threw everything else off kilter from what I was expecting. So Augustus Caesar usually suicides if someone goes into prates. Well, maybe, but let me show you this, you guys. So let's look at the historical record for how Augustus Caesar has done in his past games. Just so you know, just when we say the Augustus Caesar usually wins, Augustus has played in 11 games. He has one victory, okay? So let's not like oversell how awesome this guy's been. He's played 11 games. He's won one time and been eliminated 6 times. So like he's having a great game here. No question about it, but like let's not talk up the Augustus Caesar as a monster AI. He had things break for him really well in this game. And, I mean, maybe that's going to happen a lot in the alternate histories. But, again, don't overread the results from one game. Sometimes people just get lucky. In particular, the Hammurabi. I do remember game 1, the Hammurabi win. I replayed that map 20 times. Hammurabi didn't win a single time. Now, I think that Augustus will win more than once. But I'm not sure he's quite as strong as we're looking at here. So, yeah. So, like, just don't get too far ahead of ourselves overreading one really good game from the AI. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Cyrus can't attack it pleased, yet he still went after Julius Caesar was almost the same piece weight and shared no borders. Yes. Thank you, Daniel. feels a little unlikely. Maybe like Stalin running across the map to hit Napoleon in that other game when they also had a similar peace weight and had no border tension. Sometimes weird stuff happens. It just does. It just happens sometimes. Alrighty. So anyway, in this game, not in alternate histories, but in this game, Cyrus is dying horribly because Augustus Caesar is really strong. Really, really strong. Yeah. Cyrus had the immortal disease. It's true. Immortals backfired in this game. Caused him to attack. Normally, he would not have declared war because he didn't have metals connected, but because immortals count as a unit for like will declare war purposes. Yeah, you can see the tanks are just absolutely shredding the rifles and cabs. The question is, will he keep this war going long enough to eliminate Cyrus? I have no idea. Because Augustus might want to peace out, or he might just want to keep killing Persian units. I guess we'll see. Rome is back in rightful hands. Augustus is reunifying. He's Constantine. He's reunifying the empire. Something like that. I mean, it's bad for Cyrus, and it's about to continue getting... It's only going to get worse. Because it's just going to snowball further. So really the question is, does Cyrus survive to make the wildcard game? If he gets knocked out, then I think we can do the one wildcard game because we'll be at 12, which is just about the limit of what we can manage. By the way, just checking in on Lincoln. He is not plotting war, and de Gaulle would be a fool to be plotting war. He is not plotting war either. The smackdowns on the chat today are making up for terrible picks. I'm just trying to explain. I just want us to be a little cautious that like, oh, Augustus is like this amazing leader that we just didn't realize. I mean, again, remember last season how we were all like, oh, Louis, this guy's incredible. How did we not know how good he was? Well, before season 7, Louis never won a single game of AI Survivor. Then he went 3 for 3 and he looked amazing. What happens this year? He's first to die in his first game. I mean, it's like, it's hard to predict sometimes, but there are some leaders that like have been very consistently successful. Like Mansa Musa's been very consistently successful. We know he's a really strong leader, but he still gets knocked out. He still gets knocked out sometimes. By the way, this is Cyrus's main stack, and it's kind of dying. Got 66 units in here. Where was that Kumai? This is like Cyrus's main stack, and once this is gone, it's over. But it's just like things happen, right? Sometimes there's upsets. Some things play out unusually. Maybe this is one of them. Maybe it's not. We could have all misread the map. Maybe Augustus is actually really strong on this map. I don't know. That's why we'll replay it more times and find out. But I would just be hesitant about overreading the results of one game. That's all. All right. So this stack is 48 units. It's getting hit by tanks every turn, so it's losing units very quickly. And there it goes. It had 48, and now it has 2. There were 48 units in here. Now there's 2 units in here. Yeah. Tank you, come again, indeed. So that's about it for Cyrus. He just lost his entire army. And now the tanks are just going to keep rolling forward. There's just no way that you can fight against cavalry with... fight against tanks with cavalry. I will say even though I'm whiffing on everything else, I think I might be able to get the victory date and condition about right. Although I think this is going to be sooner than what I guessed. But Augustus still does have a decent amount of the... tech tree to go through. He's on the laser right now. How many more techs? Okay, he still has a decent number of techs. I'd say this is like a turn 310, 315 spaceship, somewhere around there. I think it'll be somewhere in that range. Power graphs, sure. It's Cyrus falling off a cliff as Augustus Caesar kills. This was his stack of, he had like 60 units in a stack and they all died. And that's, yeah. Don't think domination is happening. He'll never declare war on Lincoln, and without Lincoln's territory, he's not getting there. I'm not sure he even fights de Gaulle, but even de Gaulle's territory would not be enough to win. He'd have to get some of Lincoln's too, and that's not happening. Plus, he's still not, I mean, he's not that far off from the spaceship, and he's still got a lot of Cyrus to finish chewing through at this point. De Gaulle going free religion is probably a good decision. Wait, de Gaulle really doesn't like this guy either. Can we get another war declaration? Is de Gaulle going to join the war? I can't imagine he would, but you never know. He's not plotting war. Lincoln is also. Those two still do not seem interested in jumping in. Well, Cyrus was certainly an interesting leader. He was involved in most of the conflict in this game, for better or for worse. Mostly for worse. I do think it's important to keep emphasizing Cyrus started the war with Caesar that torpedoed his game. He also started this war with Cyrus, or this war with Augustus, so it's hard to feel too sorry for him. He was kind of bringing this on himself. Very foolishly bringing this on himself. But yeah, he was active in this game as he continues to lose territory. Now, I mean, when you're this far behind, the paratroopers can just like drop in and... Right, I guess those are Marines, not paratroopers. Or does he have paratroopers here? He does have paratroopers here. But the paratroopers can just like drop in and start taking cities. Backed by the tanks. Yeah, Persia's dying pretty quickly here. Losing about a city per turn. We've mentioned before how in the late game the AI can actually start... yeah, started this war with Caesar and torpedoed his game doing double duty, indeed. Double duty, indeed. Since he did it twice in this game. Alright, so they're holding a UN general. Now Augustus is against Lincoln, and so they'll split the vote. They would vote for each other, but when they're nominated against each other, they obviously will vote for themselves. But yeah, also see, like, if you were saying maybe domination, like, look at this. Look what happens when this city gets captured. It controls no territory, so it's just too hard to get to domination on a map like this. It's not impossible, but it's always a little unlikely because... You got to choose. You really have to kill like all but one other civ, and it's hard to get down to just 2 civs remaining. It's not impossible, but it can happen. So Augustus is now the Secretary General leader. So now that he's been carving through Cyrus, look at how his population's ballooned. He was actually 3rd in pop the last time we held this election. Now he's 1st by a mile, because like he's just out of control at this point. When we're the wildcard map, I'm going to try to do it tonight. I'm going to try to generate the map and post do the preview tonight. So I'll try to do that later. And then that way people have a little bit more time also. So yeah, all right. He's still focusing on... I think the main push is up there in the north, but I think a lot of the units are moving through Lincoln's territory, so it's a little harder to see them. Yeah, he has a number of units running through Lincoln's territory to grab cities like this one. But like when Sardis gets captured, it's not like it goes to Augustus. It just goes over to Lincoln, who, by the way, is also on industrialism. So that's also why... Oh my god, now he's dropping the nukes. Is that really necessary? Come on. Poor Cyrus. Do you really need to drop the nukes on him? If he drops too many nukes, Lincoln might actually declare war on him because you get the -1 with everybody. You nuked our friend. He could actually drop out. If he keeps dropping enough nukes, he could actually kill his diplomacy with the other leaders. God, it's called making a statement. I mean, I suppose it is. Making a statement. How many cities does Persia have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the north. And still these 2 in the south. He nuked this city. He may have actually killed some of his own units that were trying to attack that spot. For the moment, he's leaving this alone. So I guess he's more focused on up here. Yeah, he has a group of Marines coming in against Susa here. Yeah, all right. Well, now we're down to 4 cities in the north. I was still shocked when I looked at the numbers at the end of the Caesar versus Cyrus war, and I saw how far ahead Augustus was. I was like, oh my god. I did not think he was that far ahead. But he was. He was really far ahead and just getting further ahead. All right, so... Wait, why did they rehold this vote? Anyway. Cyrus votes for de Gaulle. Well, good luck with that. Wait, did de Gaulle actually get nominated against Caesar? Did de Gaulle pull ahead of Lincoln and Pop? No, that... Oh my god, he's still launching more nukes. There's not even any point to doing this. 1 nuke will drop the units to like half health. You need to drop multiple nukes if you want to kill them outright. Yeah, it just slows the movement of the units trying to advance, because the fallout slows movement through them. What did Veroconium do? I'm not sure. I'll look in the event log. Oh, there's actually a ton of units over here at Ecbatana, too. Was there something in here? I don't see anything in the log. Yeah, I didn't see anything in the log. I'll show you Grenadiers' real grenades. Yeah, I have no idea why he keeps nuking that city. He just cut the heart out of Persia on this turn. He took like the 2 core cities up there. I guess he has a stack starting to advance down here. Like belatedly. I have no idea why he wants this city. There's like nothing in here of interest. Can we see a mall? Does he have, did Lincoln build any? Here we go. It's a supermarket that has +1 food and +20 gold generation. I mean, it just comes so late in the game. Did you mean like one on the map itself? I actually don't even know what that building looks like because I so rarely see it. I have to look on the Civilopedia to see. Oh, that's what it looks like? Okay. It doesn't really stand out. It actually looks like a pretty unappealing mall. Oh, +1 is the... Okay, +1 is the supermarket. Gotcha. Or 20% is the mall. +1 is food is for all supermarkets. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so Cyrus is rapidly about to exit this game. He's got 2 cities left in the north, 2 in the south. And they are going down very quickly. It looks like the... Oh, Diplo victory. Wait. He's up against de Gaulle? Wait, did de Gaulle get past Lincoln in population? This looks... He could actually win this because Lincoln could vote for Augustus. This might be it. Lincoln is +11 with him. How in the world did de Gaulle get past Lincoln in population? How in the world did he get past Lincoln in population? I guess de Gaulle has just enough pop. Not power. Although power is hilarious, don't get me wrong. Food. Oh, look at this. Yeah, he's very narrowly ahead. Very, very narrowly ahead. I guess you're right, and he took this city away. Interesting. Is this it? Does he have a Diplo victory here? He did win a Diplo. Oh my god, he won a Diplo victory. Are you kidding me? Is this like the dumbest outcome? Augustus first, Lincoln second, diplomatic victory, so no one gets any points. Like literally no one is getting points from this game unless you picked Augustus first, which I guess a tiny handful of people did. Look at this. De Gaulle 256, Lincoln 240. It was that stupid city here that swung the vote by 26 votes. That stupid city over here, this idiotic Barb city getting captured, swung the vote and caused Augustus to cause de Gaulle to pass Lincoln in population. So Cyrus is actually still alive. I don't know if I can do a 13-person wildcard game. That's so many leaders. That's so many. I don't think I can do that many, you guys. Anyway, let's figure it out. 13 is an insane amount to do. That's like double our largest games. I've never done that many before. Anyway, we'll see. So, Diplo victory. This season is ridiculous. People are saying different things. I know people have different feelings on this. Anyway, let's look at the replay screen, I guess. This is such a bizarre game. I cannot imagine that this is the most likely outcome. Augustus first, Lincoln second, Diplo victory. Like, what the heck? You might as well have been tossing darts at a dartboard for this one. 295. All right, I guess everybody just scores nothing this game, unless you were like deliberately trolling the picks. This is so weird. We've had a lot of weird seasons. This might be the most bizarre one. It's just every high piece weight leader is just killing it this season. I don't get it at all. All right, let's look at the results. I mean, we already know what caused this game to go haywire. It's Cyrus deciding to charge off and go attack Julius Caesar, even though they have similar piece weight and they had no border tension at all. It's just such a bizarre decision. I mean, look, you guys remember the situation Lincoln was in at the start of the game, right? Like, remember how bad Lincoln's opening was? How he looked like he was such dead meat? how he couldn't even work any tiles in his city's borders, and yet somehow he ends up in second in like a dominant position. Like, how does that happen? Please tell me this is not the way this game was supposed to play out. Anyway. I mean, I just, like, can we just pause it right here at the moment that Cyrus declared war at Julius Caesar? I mean, isn't it fair to say that it felt like Louis and Cyrus were strong, or like the strong partners in the game at this moment? Augustus was on 4 cities. Like, he was stuck on 4 when Cyrus had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 cities to Augustus's 4. Julius Caesar had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. It doesn't feel like he's the leader that's supposed to win from here. I don't know. Call me crazy. I feel like something went a little off the rails in this game. But yeah, Cyrus declaring war on Caesar really threw this game for a loop. I mean, it's always possible for it to happen, but it felt really weird. So Cyrus ended up still beating Caesar, but we had the big turnaround because, okay, so like stop here for a second. Because these two are fighting and these two are fighting, we have an isolated 2v1 over here where Lincoln and Augustus are able to take out Louis. And then, from that point, the expectation is that Lincoln would die quickly. And at that point, Augustus has very little hope because he's the only high peace weight leader in a field full of low peace weight leaders. But these guys fighting, and then the only 2 high peace weight leaders on the map 2v1ing against Louis just really throws the game in a completely off kilter. Yeah, when Lincoln was forced to send his settlers south because of the barbs, it really felt like the game was... It felt like he had no shot. I mean, it was just like, how long until Lincoln dies on this map? It was really what I was thinking on the whole early game. It was just like, well, how long until Lincoln is dead? But no, that is not what happened. Lincoln is the number 2 leader who moves on to the playoffs behind Augustus Caesar. It's just the season of the high peace weight leaders. They've just all been killing it in every game. What a weird game. I don't know what to say. It's just so bizarre. Such a bizarre season. Really, really weird. Anyway, GG.